What happened last time?
We lost Nier.
Now, last
He's
time,
gone.
we found ourselves in the Temple of the Raven Queen, having defeated Narzul and sent him to Raven Queen hell. And so we were like, well, we gotta go back now. We've done what we set out to. So we went to teleport because we were like, we know how to do that now, and it didn't work. And we got like spliced together for a bit. And we were like, uh-oh, okay, that's not good. So I guess we just start hiking it. So we started hiking it to the nearest city, which happens to be the city of Amethyst. Along the way, we tinkered a bit, and by we I mean mostly Ash kept trying to cast high level magic, and it kept not working because extraplanar travel is really evil right now. We let out some guys with like weird red tattoos and eyes, kind of like Madness, but it was red. It's not the same, but it seems
And they
similar.
were worshiping a statue of a thing that
Yeah,
us as
it.
players know as it.
You have it. That's weird. That's fucked up. Who knows what that's about? Um,
Scary.
there was some nice role play, and there was a point where we got into a little spat with Nier about him being better than everyone at Magic, and so Nier was like, "Watch this! I'll just teleport there right now," and then he disappeared, and we were like, "Uh-oh, he's gone." Nier did it through pure freaking luck. Got the one thing on the table that let him actually teleport there. So he took a little pit stop at like the tavern at the end of the world, and then he just went to the city of Amethyst. The rest of us still on the road, so we're hiking it for 3 weeks. We're making our way. He is 3 weeks of unmitigated, unsupervised near adventures. So who knows what
It might not be a city when we get there.
Yeah, we might be gone by the time we get there.
We also
ran
are
into a
lost,
dragon.
or we went a different way when we started. So
Yeah,
yeah.
she's not with us anymore.
She's
She
not
went
with
the
us.
direction of the
Reed-
ethereal waste, I believe.
Reed decided he didn't want to deal with an NPC, so he sent them off while I was asleep. So I had no agency to intervene when they left.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
We also
brother.
ran into a dragon.
I have been so corrupted by my fellow game developers that as soon as there's an NPC there, get him the fuck out of there. Get him out. Don't let him in there too long.
We also ran into a dragon for a bit who like hoarded hope, so he took people's hope. Because Adam rolled like a nat 1.
I did roll that one. It was great.
But it didn't like actually like take the hope from
Yeah,
us.
he just like saw them and was like, hope.
Yeah.
We don't know what the fuck he did.
We
Let's
don't.
be real.
We don't.
We don't. But like
don't,
it didn't
but
like
Reed-
remove
but
our,
Reed made
our
a point.
capacity to hope, I
Yeah,
would
Reed
say.
made a point. He was like, you still have these memories. You still have these hopes. They're with you. They're still there. Who knows what else? Because this dragon was like, I'm gonna eventually fucking kill Zahir and take his spot as the Hope Man, and we were like, okay, man, sure. I don't know what you're doing. You have fun over here, man. So yeah, we kind of just ran into some.
I will usurp the god of hope. Sir, this is Wendy's.
Yeah, dude, we're just trying to
100%.
get out of here, man.
You're hiding. You're sleeping in dirt underneath a mountain. At a foot of a mountain. What do you mean? You're taking out a creator god of hope. Let me see your dreams.
There's also that creepy lady.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
yeah,
got really mad at Revenant because Revenant had no hopes, and he was really mad about that. He just was like, "Fuck you, man, you piece of shit, shut up." But yeah,
Okay. Well, the rest of the camp, besides Nier, stands atop the mountain pass of Darkened Mines. You have 3 more weeks until you get back to the city of Amethyst, as Nier's exploits continue inside there. What do you guys want to do as you travel through the Darkened Mine mountain tops?
Theric will continue to cast his spell, the Create Food and Water, every day. So we're covered on that front.
Yeah, you're just throwing pounds of food everywhere on the ground when you guys can't finish it.
It disappears after 24 hours. That's
yeah,
okay.
it disappears.
That
It
disappears.
fades away.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised how much of it doesn't disappear as things are following you.
Right.
They're not scary, but
That's great.
Damn.
Ash, in order to help out, Ash will use his 7th level slot to cast Fly on everyone once a day. We can use Circle Magic to extend that up to an hour. That way we have an hour of flight each day to hopefully speed stuff up, just because then you can, like, fly directly over a mountain instead of walking around it, that might help a little bit. There's a lot of mountains here. It's not going to like make this go in like one day, but it's just we'll speed
Yeah,
up.
I mean, it's totally okay. Yeah, you do that.
Every day he can, he'll try.
Well, let's start with the
like,
first
help.
day. Let's start with the first
Okay.
day. Why would we get
Okay.
ahead of ourselves?
One day at a time,
No, this is
baby.
me just saying this just so that everyone knows he would be attempting this.
Oh yeah.
In case.
All of you now have the power of flight like Peter Pan. You can fly. I mean, what a
This is
delightful,
amazing.
exciting moment.
Yeah,
Yes.
for now.
Role play it for a second.
So Ash, we wake up this day. I don't know if this is the day Nier disappears or the day after.
Probably the day after.
Day after.
Probably the
Nier
day
doesn't get
after.
to fly.
Yeah, Nier doesn't get to fly.
I can fly myself.
Exactly.
I am flying.
Just feels it. He's just sitting
Yeah.
like in a tavern shop slowly. He shifts up a little bit and shifts back down in his seat.
I could do that. Ash will wake up one day and just go, okay, so we can't do extra planar travel. We know that's shot for the time being. However, I can help us do physical travel with flying. But I will need your help. Is going to point at everyone who can cast here, which I believe is Theric, Titus, and Revenant. I need your help to make it to where we can get more use out of this, just by making sure we extend it a little bit. So you already can cast. It won't be anything different for you guys. You just kind of have to focus on it a little bit when I cast this.
And this one of your spells will work?
Yes. It
you
literally
sure?
worked. It worked when we were fighting Narzul. You saw it happen.
Okay, I'll help you.
All right, wonderful.
To be fair, only 1 to 3 of us need to hop in on that. So Titus got it.
I will.
Is it 1 to 3?
Yeah, but it's not-
I will assist.
Is that how that works?
Yeah, it's like 1 to 3, you get an hour. If you had a 4th person, you would get
Okay.
8 hours.
Okay, yeah, I knew we couldn't get 8 because we didn't have the 4th, but I didn't know if you needed all 3 for the
Why don't you have
circle
4
rules.
people? Because of magic.
Is it 4 in addition to the original caster, or is it 4 total?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
4
4 in
Or
addition.
secondary.
Yeah.
So since or I
Ash
can't
does not count.
Do a
Mm-hmm.
spell slot, right? You don't
Yeah, I
have
think
like
you have to
spell
be able
slots
to
to
do a
spend.
spell slot.
Yeah.
There we go.
Mhm. So Ash will go to you see he kind of pulls his hands apart and the green like threads appear and he threads those same like kind of copies of Valkyrie wings, but everyone else gets a pair too here.
Yeah.
So everyone gets a fun copy.
You guys look glorious. You're looking at them, and you guys take to the skies, start making up time, and you begin traveling faster through the power of magic.
I think as Theric flies, you guys see a rare, like, just whimsical childlike joy on his face, as like he's always wanted to fly. And so it's just one of those weird things, like, huh? He's not always an ass. He's not always a hard ass.
There's magic in this viewpoint, being able to see the world as everything looks like miniatures from up here. You guys soar above and get to experience the coldness of the higher air, the thinness of the higher air. But regardless, it is a beautiful, exciting, and a magical, arcane experience. All of you guys seeing the sun up in the sky, the glistening off the ethereal Valkyrie-like wings. Your group travels for a few hours, utterly enjoying this magical moment shared between teammates. As you hear a
What was that?
Look around.
Yeah,
What-
that's
what
not
is
good.
that?
Don't
What
like
is
that. Dislike that immensely.
make a perception check.
I would like to.
There's a bug. I just
Oh, that's
said.
a-
Kill this thing.
Ooh, that's a 19.
19. Nice.
Eyes on my screen.
You not
What is
only
it,
see
12?
a rock
12.
is trailing your group flying. There's at least 2 or 3 more now from that call on the mountaintop, looking up and notice you guys are flying there. And
Not
then
bad.
you can see ahead of you, because of that call, you see a bunch of mountain giants picking up boulders, and it looks like they're starting to turn your way. you've become a very obvious note in the sky to these very dangerous creatures that inhabit the mountaintops of darkened mines.
The childlike whimsy and wonder immediately vanishes from Darren's face. Immediately.
Definitely-
You got 5 good minutes.
Definitely gonna drop down and just start like coasting closer to the tree line and the ground
Yes.
line, so
Yeah,
that
no trees,
it's,
but yes.
so that it's more of a hazard for these giant beasts to try and attack us.
Do you guys follow?
Also,
Do you follow
Yes.
I think Ash will.
Yes.
as you guys follow, a giant boulder is thrown through the air and fucking smashes the rock that was coming in on you guys as you guys artfully are able to duck down. You're still floating above now, but you're not that high up, now realizing the dangers that surround you up here on these peaks. So you go a little fast.
Does it seem like more they were aiming for us or the rocks? Like, did they just happen to get the rocks, or were they aiming for them over us?
It seemed like they were aiming for you, and it hit where you guys were.
Okay, just it's worth trying to make sure we know. Okay.
Sometimes I forget how deadly this world can be outside of the cities.
Yep. Can't say I've ever had a rock thrown at me by hill giants, it's a bit bigger than a hill.
I think those are mountain giants.
Yeah, there might be mountains here. That was me, John, not remembering if there
Yes.
is mountain giants or not. But new experiences, wonderful.
You guys are able to decide whether you want to try and risk that day after day. You just have to make rolls to make sure you're not picked off by any
shot
of
on
the
the air.
flying monstrous creatures that call this place home.
The problem is, I would then, having to make choices, because Ash could theoretically cast invisibility on everyone, but then I can't make everyone fly, so I have to do one or the other.
Up to you, dude.
Whippy. I love it here. Okay.
Alright.
What role play
After-
moments do you guys wish to do over the course of the weeks it takes you to get to the city of Amethyst?
After like the first day of flying, and as the rest of the travel like on foot comes to an end, and we've made our camp for the night, Theric will approach Revenant and say, "How are you holding up, Revenant?"
In what way?
Mentally and physically, I suppose.
Fine, I guess.
Fine.
Why do you ask? Why do you care?
Care about the well-being of everybody I travel with. Journey reaches its end.
Oh. Well, there's a difference between what I want and what the world wants. What probably awaits me is I go on to another group. And I remain shackled, collared, for the next group to throw me to the wolves.
How did you get the collar?
I was frozen. have a list of people, beings, creatures that I want dead. So, if I wasn't electrocuted every time I had a thought about one of those people being dead, I think I'd make my dreams come true.
I see. So that's all there is to you, huh? Just a lust for revenge.
Who said anything about revenge?
Sorry, I'll amend my previous statement. A bloodlust.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a weapon, right? I'm not paid to think, I'm paid to kill. And the more blood I let, the better a weapon I am.
Well, with all due respect, I disagree with your own assessment.
And what do you think I am?
You clearly are You are clearly bloodthirsty. I'm not disputing that. I'm just merely disputing that's all there is to you. I can see that you care about things, even when you try to pretend that you don't.
Pray tell.
Every time children are involved, you are eager in a way that isn't just about violence. Dare I say empathetic?
That's an interesting observation. Perhaps it's more if you don't plant the seeds, there's no forest to chop down.
Insight check.
Jeez.
I don't believe this motherfucker. I think he's lying to himself.
I'm not lying to myself. I'm trying to lie to you, and it's a
Yeah!
let's see, what's an 8
I
plus
got a
5?
28 insight.
Yeah, you can fucking tell.
He goes, right. Surely that's all it is. There's nothing deeper driving you.
Yeah, well. If we kill the future, what is there to kill in the future?
I've met a lot of killers in my time, Revenant. None of them think like that.
I'm old school like that. What, do you expect me to have some sort of sob story about how I care about kids?
No. Caring about kids doesn't need a sob story. I care about children. I'm sure every member of this party cares about children. You already
think,
want one thing, they are the future.
you think the green one cares?
He's blue.
Yeah, but say he's blue.
Are you? Never mind.
Are you colorblind?
I do. We don't give that one enough credit, I think. Well, Revenant, you don't think that after killing Narzul, and if we defeat Murkdred and Beltron, you don't think there's a chance that Kala gets removed?
No. I have more sins I need to pay off before I get let free.
I see. Well, for what it's worth, Revenant, I can see that there's more to you than you let on. And he will get up and walk away.
Okay.
Every night also, Ash will put up the tiny hut just for safety. I don't want to have to say that every time, but he'll take some time trying to put that up.
Okay. On one of the nights when everybody else is unaware and not around, Revenant, you are sitting by the fire, or it's just been put out, and you can see the image of your. Oh my God, what do they call the guy that checks in on you that you're supposed to when you're
Parole officer.
parole officer? Yes, your equivalent parole officer is sitting down, just sort of thumbing through some leaflets.
Yeah. What?
You know, it doesn't kill you to say hi sometimes and be nice.
Hello.
See, there's our progress. Exactly the reason why I'm here. You're doing a good job, a very chipper job. Now, we've ironed out what we can with the Raven Queen stuff. We'll deal with that as time goes on, as he walks towards you and puts the leaflets away into a back pocket of his, and he goes, but, I like where you're going. I like the things you're doing, and what do you think about? You do more good, no more collar.
How much good do I have to do? Because I'm pretty sure the thousands of souls extinguished, I have probably not made up for those.
You've been saving a lot of people. Murktread, for example, was about to kill about 40,000 to 50,000 people in one swell swoop. That's pretty good. You know, that's a good thing. The innocence of lives, as you say so well, like you got to put seeds down for trees in the future, otherwise there's nothing else to chop down. This is exactly the way. I mean, it looks like you're making real progress. You wouldn't even talk to me prior, so like that's a big thumbs up.
Wonder why.
Yes, yeah. Well, you had some rough edges we need to smooth out. But we all have rough edges. We all have ebbs and flow, successes and failures, and yours don't need to define you. There's nothing wrong. You serve with some madness people. Everyone's done that. I've done that. It happens. You serve in a madness war too, and things happen. But it's okay. You come out the other end, and you try and make the world a little better place.
Is it really making it a better place if I'm not doing it by choice?
Yes.
All right.
As far as I'm concerned, as your parole officer, absolutely. As much as philosophers care, don't give a shit. If you want to start talking to Corlin about shit, go ahead, but I don't care what he has to think. Anyway, yeah, I also came here to fix the collar. The collar's got all sorts of shit on it. It's completely misfiring right now, so let's just change this up. And yeah, like, what did we originally say? Corlin? It was Corlin for everybody? So let's make sure it says Corlin everywhere. Very good. All right. And as he's up close and personal and he's fixing it up, all the runes on there, he's just like... And you can just feel the heat of this person in front of you. You wouldn't happen to be talking to any deities you're not supposed to lately, right?
No deities here. Well, there was the one we killed.
Yeah, no, that's great. That was going to cause tons of issues. That one's fine. There you go. As he
No deities
puts it there, and then he squats down a little bit and really makes eye contact with you as you continue to like try not to, but this time like you can't not look away. He's like, but seriously, you didn't talk to any other deities lately, right?
No, and your breath is awful.
Oh, yeah, okay, yep. I'll take some. Yep, it's not fair. You know, some of us have more difficult times with it. It's a condition. As he starts walking away.
Fair.
Well, the good news is don't ever speak to the Raven Queen deal makers again, whoever you discussed the deal with. Worse if it was actually her. I believe it was. If you were the way they were haggling us. But yeah, when you die, we'll deal with that. But you're on the right path. We're here to say proud of you, Revenant. As you see, you could see like he's called you Revenant for the first time instead of your full name, which he would normally call you by. As he's like giving a little, you're taking a little, he's giving a little, there's a little back and forth, just being like, you're your own man, and that's a good thing. That is good. If this is the path that leads.
Were you my dad?
What was that? Sorry.
Who are you, my dad?
I mean, he's kind of flattered, and you can see that maybe he's silently hoping this whole time that kind of relationship would bud, and he's just kind of like, no, it's not like I think of you like my a lost son who's misguided, and I could turn you on the right path or anything. That'd be ridiculous.
Yeah, it very much would.
Yeah.
So I'm not thinking that way.
No, never would consider us, all these years we've spent together, as something more than just parolee and officer.
Hurt your feelings.
I don't need feelings. I don't have feelings. I'm fine.
Do you want to talk about it?
Now I'm certain you've made progress. That is...
Well, I wasn't offering me. You could talk to one of them.
I'll go fuck yourself as he goes and leaves. That's it.
They're great. They're great. Love those guys.
Because technically I wasn't lying. Zolt isn't a deity anymore, right?
Correct.
Okay.
As a DM, I would have called you out. Yes.
Yeah, that was what I was. I was like, okay, that's the angle. He's free.
I'm very happy. I'm very happy you picked up on what I was throwing down. Okay.
The DM was throwing you a loophole. You jumped through it. Good job. Good job.
As the days go by, I say you guys will get to the city of Amethyst in 2.5 weeks, is what I'm saying, because of the flying magic stuff. I don't think I have anything else I wanted to check in with, or if I did, I forgot. So is there anything else you guys wanted to do on that journey?
At some point on the journey, when Ash is going to be taking watch one of the evenings, he's going to pull out his notebook, and he's going to try to see about drawing a location he's seen once in a vision.
Sure.
What roll you want for that?
History. It's history.
It's history.
It's history. You got to recall it.
Oh, goated, Your Honor. All right, 23.
Yeah, you're able to recreate it.
All right. At some point, over one of these nights when they're taking watch, at one point he will be taking watch with Theric because there's 2.5 weeks. There's only so many ways he can split all of us. Ash is going to be sitting there, kind of fiddling with his notebook. And he's not going to look up, but he is going, or no, he will. He'll kind of he'll just kind of sit next to you and kind of hand you his notebook. And he's going to say, while we don't know where we're looking for in the dark desert, at one point, or at least we don't know what it looks like now, at one point, the needle we're looking for in this haystack looks kind of like this. And he's going to have a drawn photo of, I believe, and you're if you want to paint this picture, Reed, because you're
Sure.
the one who knows. You're the one who knows this one.
Yes. So, what he has drawn out in an Uncharted style, like journal sketch, is what you see: a open field, a meadow in which there is a large stone that is in the center of the drawing, lifted up, kind of like a Pride Rock situation. Nothing behind it, but just like the edge of the stone you'd walk out onto from Pride Rock. And there is Coralin, who has just shifted in front of Melora, as there's a group of about 4 or 5 adventurers, one of which holding Skybreaker, which has shot at Coralin at that point and nicked Melora. Around, you can see all sorts of of vegetation inside this land. It looks beautifully lush. There was clearly a multitude of different biomes and life and greenery around this area, and lots of roaming hills. It was not foresty per se, but it was grasslands.
Would Theric know that's how that whole situation went down? Like, is that knowledge that like the heralds have shared, or that like Karaya would have shared with him?
Yeah.
in giving him this mission. Okay.
Yeah, because I think that was one of the big truths that was revealed during campaign 1, that
Yes,
inside that
yes.
era has now resounded through to a larger understanding and
Okay.
and the greater acceptance towards allowing Malorans back into society. Otherwise, there's a lot of issues to do that.
That
Otherwise,
is precisely what I'm looking for. How do you have such a accurate rendition of it?
No, you read about these things in textbooks from time to time.
Is there a reason you're showing this to me?
It's the needle we're looking for in a haystack, so I figured as long as we're both on the same page, even if you have a magnet, it's good to know what we're looking for. Obviously, the geography could have changed over the centuries since with whatever conditions the Dark Desert has, but largely this would be what we're looking for currently. It's unclear if, any landmark would be great to base off of, but there's no saying this is specifically what's still there.
Perhaps the center rock formation is still there.
That would be the hope. It's the most identifiable feature, seemingly. But that's also assuming what the shards haven't physically moved themselves due to whatever conditions are happening in the Dark Desert.
Well, I've got you. Would you mind helping me with an arcane problem?
Oh, that's worrying, but probably.
Consider it a bit of research and development. You're familiar with the spell Hero's Feast, are you not?
I can't say I've had it myself, but I'm aware it's a miracle clerics are capable of performing.
It is, but it requires the use of a gem-encrusted bowl, which, as you can imagine, are quite hard to come by these days.
Probably.
I was hoping that perhaps over the coming weeks or whatever, you and I could work together on finding an alternative means of casting. I know the spell.
Okay, well, that does help. We can try.
Perhaps
Cleric.
learn more in the city of Amethyst.
Yes, cleric and paladin adjacent spell casting is a little bit finicky compared to arcane spell casting, because yours is, typically speaking, a lot more having your god in their domain intervene on your behalf as opposed to using the weave, which means I don't frankly know what crossing those two methods will do, but we can try.
Perhaps we'll find something entirely new in the process. Could be exciting.
Could be. Could blow up in our faces. We'll have to see. Surely it can't get worse than the whole splicing two people together at this point. Surely. Probably.
Once we have access to some proper research tools, then we can do that.
Yes, I can always gamble on the mansion stuff once a day, but if I do, that means I can't do the flying. So it's a, give and take. Maybe I can gamble on it more and see if we can get a good day in when we're in town. But who knows?
All right.
Go team.
Woo!
I got a role playing scene that comes to mind. I feel like
How dare you.
Revenant would just finally speak up, like start a conversation as we're like walking. Like no one, like we're all there. He's finally opening up and just turns tight. He's like, so longbow.
What about it?
Why? What's the story there?
Are you disapproving of my choice of bow, or the choice of bow compared to What are you using right now? Are you using a flail still?
No, I'm using a swords, like a rapier.
That's what I thought, because Drew said he got rid of the sword. I was like,
I think Revenant's
compared that
just
with you.
I think Revenant's just more up close and personal guy, if I had to guess.
Yeah, no. Drew was talking about the big ass sword we got from like the robot guy in session 1.
Oh,
Yeah,
right,
that's
right,
gone.
right.
That's gone.
Speed.
Yeah, well, yeah, Godspeed. We would have loved to use that at some point, but it's gone. That would have been a good bit to pull out.
I guess
Yeah,
my
no.
longbow feels the most natural. It feels like my ability as opposed to some automated, automatic bow. It feels like that would be cheating.
Sure. Makes sense.
Still not convinced?
No, look, I'm trying to be conversational. I'm trying to open up here. Titus? I'm trying to learn more about everyone. Like, learning you like the bow because it feels natural, and because you like being far away when you kill someone. Sure.
Yeah, it feels more natural compared to what? Like just short bows, crossbows? Have you
Paul,
tried
man,
other
a
weapons?
short bow is tiny.
I mean,
Have
yes.
you
I feel
seen-
like most bows will be tiny for you, though.
And this is
Long-
since he's
A longbow's like
Okay.
6 feet. A short bow's like 3 feet. If you
Yeah.
think of a bow, you're generally thinking of a
This
short
is
bow.
like
It's
8
not
feet
like
tall,
a.
though.
Yeah,
not like
Titus
a
is also
mouse
8
thing.
feet tall, yeah. Titus is also just big.
Alright, well. Great chat. Glad to know you, Titus.
he feels a little annoyed by that conversation. You could tell. He feels like you're slighting him a little bit because he's not used to you being conversational. He thinks you're being like petty a little bit.
So,
Revenant is trying. He is being
on the-
genuine.
on the topic of getting to know people a bit better, how did you two meet? What's the deal there? You both were separate bounty hunters before this? What's up with that?
Yes, well, it was not long after Pariah tasked me with, finding the shards of Coralon that I began to search for companions on my quest, and so I just became a fast friend pretty quickly.
I look at it more as you're a bit more of the direct approach, and when you're hunting bounties, you need to, have a little stealth, little sneaky guy, and
I also
you
do all
can't
the
do
talking
that.
for him.
I also
That's
don't think
the
you count as a little sneaky guy. Looking up at his 8-foot frame.
You would be surprised.
I mean, I've seen it. I've seen him disappear just like while I'm staring at him. It's frankly impressive, but terrifying that you could do that.
But before I ran into Titus, I was just a sharpshooter. I was not a bounty.
Titus, you're Titus.
Derek.
I know.
You
No,
got
I'm an
him.
evil twin.
We
I'm an
got
evil
him.
twin.
Tackle him.
No,
Hey,
before I
they're
ran
on to
into
us.
Derek. No, but I was just a sharpshooter. I wasn't a bounty hunter. He was the bounty hunter who needed assistance.
I found him at a competition in one of the villages I was passing through.
He practically begged me to help him.
Well, compared to the rest of your competition, it was not a particularly difficult choice.
Were you just like really itching to recruit someone, or just you found him and like, yeah, this is the guy?
Well, I recruited him for a couple of jobs based on his talent, and then over the course of those jobs, I realized he was a good person and a good friend. So I brought him in on the true nature of my dealings.
mean, good to
Yes.
good to see you're very loyal. Because frankly, I think most people, if told, "Oh, I'm going to go into the dark desert," would have walked away. I think that's a pretty
You
hard
didn't.
sell for most people. I don't think I get to count as most people, unfortunately.
Well, it's still strange that you'd rather go to the dark desert than show up for your students.
I have a very. It's an interesting deal I've worked out where I can get kidnapped by cults, disappear on a job, kind of at the drop of a hat, as long as I keep bringing the Blackstone Museum good, cool new artifacts. I've got a whole deal worked out with one of their head curators. He's a good friend of mine named Tao. He's very cool.
All our faces are gone.
We're gone.
Don't worry about it.
Oh,
Don't worry
God,
about
they
it.
took
We got wiped
Fine.
from existence.
They took us. But yeah, so it's a very good deal I've worked out. So, but also I'm sure, frankly, I'm a little worried because I feel like the college is probably in shambles right now, given our headmaster just disappeared randomly. I frankly don't know. I'm a little worried about how that's going, and I would have loved to have checked in with them, but it's a little hard given the gestures broadly.
Don't worry about the story. Too. Once we reach the city of Amethyst, hopefully there's some means of communication we can try to reach her by.
Well, I mean, she disappeared in a nightmare trial, right? Looking over.
I forgot if we knew that. Yeah, I know we knew she was missing.
You don't know the
Do we know
you
that
haven't
we're
really
there?
pressed me for the details because I'm the
Okay,
only one that was
I think
there.
we just know that she was missing.
Alright,
I
then-
basically said like she's missing. I don't know if she's dead or not.
Okay,
But,
well,
like-
okay. So about that, what do you mean by like you've said she's missing before? What does that entail? Just she's gone? Where
Got
did
her.
you guys go? I don't know if we ever talked about that in the chaos. What did happen there?
No, we didn't. We kind of got sidetracked and it kind of got pushed to the wayside. So I went to her office, Story's office, to try and discuss some of the things we had gone through. Unfortunately, the first thing I brought up was exactly the thing that they didn't want me talking about. And by they, I mean, what's his face? Metal Arm Man.
John,
Yes,
that guy I hate.
that one.
I
He.
think we all hate him.
I mean, I identified to her that we were probably being watched by arcane means, which she dispatched, and then that must have called them to come, because by the time I was able to say the first thing, which was that they know where the staff, the rod is, the weapon. I'm being specifically obtuse. in
Vague.
case-
Yeah.
Yes.
We know what you're talking about, though.
Caught on that.
When I mentioned that was a moment when some sort of entity wearing powerful god armor walked in the door, claimed it to be a champion under the god of nightmares, and cast us in a labyrinth of horror. We
Oh,
escaped, but she pushed me out as she was held back. And I don't know what happened from there.
does that description and like I guess the idea of a nightmare trial in general mean anything to Ash? Like, what would he have any like theologically speaking like point of reference for that? What does that mean? What's any historical not evidence, but like what has that been maybe if any use of that previously in history or general speaking? Do you want to check for that?
Was that Nightmare Child you said? What was it? What was the exact terminology? My air conditioning is
Yeah,
so loud.
I
so
think
I have
it's he's describing what we were told in the moment as a nightmare trial. I'm just asking if his description in
Nightmare
general of this means anything to Ash, like with his background on all the theology stuff. Especially because he also was just like, yeah, it was a champion of.
Yeah, make a history check.
You want history or religion?
You choose.
Right,
Either
I will
works.
choose. I'll take the one I have expertise in.
Would
Look,
Revenant be able to help?
Yeah. Yeah, he would.
He's not gonna. He's not gonna.
Damn, you bastard!
D10 inspiration to Ryan.
Oh, that's hilarious.
D10
Holy shit.
inspiration to
So
Ryan.
funny,
Excellent.
actually. Okay. That's a 23. Only got an 8 on that, but still pretty good.
You got a 23?
Yeah.
Nightmare Trials would be something that you have read in passing relevant to the god of nightmares. And it's something people will get trapped inside to never return from. There are no written accounts of anybody ever surviving a nightmare trial.
Okay. Okay, well, I don't want to put a damper on the idea of helping her, but historically speaking, no one's ever survived one of those seemingly being a specific thing. I believe is it Norn question mark is sadness? Was that
I thought
was
Norn's
that the god?
sadness.
Yeah. Wasn't that the god?
Nightmares. Who's nightmares?
Nightmares. I think Nightmares is. What was his
Oh,
name? We
actually, I
met
have my
him.
pantheon on my notes. I can nice.
Yeah, it's the one we
I think it's
met.
pinned as well.
Kuros. Kuros was Nightmares.
There you go.
Norn, the god of sadness.
Yeah, Norn is sadness. Kuros is nightmares.
Yeah, so he said nightmares, so it'd be in Kuros's domain.
Okay.
Based on your conversation, whether that was accurate or not to what happened in reality.
Yeah, good question. Who knows? Okay. Yeah, just historically speaking, no one has ever survived one of those being a nightmare trial of something under Kuros's domain. Which is more concerning given we met them. Still don't
Optimism.
like that.
I like it.
We could still try. Story seems to be quite capable. I think we need to maintain a little bit of. I just drawn. I'm missing the word.
Realist.
Realism. I don't want to say realistic. Yeah, realism. I guess. Just to be worth considering. But we can see about what we could do with that.
Time out. Ryan, fuck you. that is the first time somebody's actually sent me this. This is a thing. This is my whole branding on Zombros and stuff. I could not tell the difference between blue and green. Everything looks green to me. This app just then quantified how I have that, whatever this is.
Everyone just has their own definition of it.
Yes.
Like threshold.
I see greener than 81% of the population.
I'm doing it right now.
This has changed everything.
Oh god, this is fucking. This
has
favorite
ruined
part is
everything.
greater than 89% of the population.
Everyone's just lit up green or blue.
Can't do that.
Oh,
I'd have
God.
to turn off luck.
Can Revenant help?
That's annoying.
No, he won't.
No, don't do it.
Crazy.
Right now. Wow, Revenant, that blows my mind. The deities have been reached through. What the fuck? I'm colorblind? What? Fuck. Wait. Did you know God could be colorblind? Son of a bitch! That's why they all keep drowning.
So here's like, why didn't anybody tell me?
I thought you knew. I thought the boy with apple. It was you. All right, sorry. Anyway.
I thought my color was black this entire time.
Okay.
Once you guys stop worrying about story, upbeat passes, Revenant turns RA. So, crossbow, huh?
That's crazy.
I just kind of slow turned to him.
I love reference so much.
With the
dude.
mask, that's even funnier in my mind. Just
He is very, very clearly grieving near being gone. That is
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
only
that's
logical
true.
explanation.
I guess while we're asking questions, is there any more fun things that that about your upbringing you maybe want to bring up besides the whole very religiously active family? I don't feel like there's anything else that can quite top the centuries old god that wants to get killed. But maybe you could surprise us.
I have 4 siblings. I don't know. What are you looking for?
I don't know. I thought it'd be worth bringing
Fun
up. If you
facts.
feel like sharing, yeah.
What was your first
What are their
kill
names?
we don't. We don't need.
Because
to
there's
run this
Orai
down.
and Oray. I'm trying to imagine two
Yeah.
other names
Yeah,
similar to
okay.
that.
How did you get into this line of work? I mean, obviously you were born into religion, but you could have been a priest, a man of peace. What made you choose this?
I mean, there's kind of a general training that everybody within the convent goes through, either led by Aiden or one of the other Reapers, typically. You kind of get separated based on orders as well. There's more than one. There's is it 5 orders? I originally had it as 5, but I think the numbers kind of fluctuated.
Sure. Go with that for right now.
Say with confidence. It's fine.
The boy's a little fried.
There's essentially 5 Reapers, and I kind of like air quotes, that are like the primary powers that ferry the souls of the dead on behalf of the Raven Queen, and they're sort of, what would be the way to describe it? The captain, the general, and then they have their own order that
The
kind of
officers.
flows. Yeah, the officers of the Raven Queen that kind of, they're the primary management, but they also have a worldly presence because those 5 can sort of exist in the boundary between both life and death in order to enact their powers, whereas the amount of death that occurs in the world, there needs to be a bit of a presence on the material plane more so, and in the world of the living.
I see.
And
You see
so
logic in it.
there's some slight differences between their preferences and their beliefs, but overall it's the general core. And so, I mean, I was brought up primarily trained by Aiden and those under her specific sect of the order. And after several years, they kind of monitor you and see what your affinities are for, and they kind of ask you what your preferences are as well as kind of what they know you're good at. Try and guide you toward a path that will be beneficial to the order and also of benefit to yourself, so you're not choosing a path that your body may reject over time and be faced with more hardship than intended. Unfortunately, when I was making that choice, it had been a few years out since Ore left us. So that influenced a bit of my decision to travel. Not only enact the wishes of the Raven Queen and help guide the souls that are newly passed to the arms of one of our Reapers, but to have an opportunity to look for her after
So you spent years under the tutelage and training of a Valkyrie.
At first, the primary Reaper deals with things for the first couple of years to establish some of the foundations, and then a lot of the refinement comes afterwards from more of the order themselves. As the Reapers, they can't be there at all times, but they have the time for the younger ones.
Interesting.
Tell us more about these Reapers. Is I'm curious.
Thought you were Revenant.
I'm trying.
Yeah. Okay. Wonderful.
Ori goes into an explanation of the 5 different Reapers.
There are 5 different
Nice.
Reapers that were formed in the recent times. When the Raven Queen ascended, she was able to take it from a previous god of death, and her ascension led to a bunch of organizations and hierarchies inside, the world of death. But that had to contend with the hells and the heavens. With the fall of the hells in the first campaign and in the era of the heralds, her influence and strength grew, and complete control over death is basically hers. She cannot prevent people from going to where they belong in a heavenly afterlife or the domain of a god, but she can certainly slow it down, and she's the one that ferries them there. So she has a lot of power now when it comes to death in comparison, since the hells have fallen. With that, she eventually came to the most recent iteration of her organization is 5 different Reapers that have 5 different purviews of death, and they collect and gather the souls of the world, in which the ones that she doesn't personally see to. The Raven Queen can be in many places, but not all places at once, and so that's why she needs to delegate tasks to have her other Reapers help ferry those along. But typically, everybody will see the Raven Queen when they die. It's just a matter of getting them where they're going to go is the purview of the Reaper. And sometimes the Reapers need to go get those who are avoiding death. That is their more primary job, is they're out there.
Killing liches, baby.
Yeah,
Yeah.
mainly lynches,
the
but
undying. Yeah,
any
definitely the undying.
blasphemes, the blasphemers, those who do not speak truth, they are in deep trouble. And she sends them after them to bring them to death.
Revenant. I don't know if in the conversation Zolt pops up, but he definitely makes a mental note if it does. And also, it sounds like it's an MLM.
He would not, because he's forgotten, so our order wouldn't really keep track of it.
He is a Reaper.
But he is a Reaper now.
Oh, I didn't know
Yes.
that.
That's why he keeps talking to him.
Well, that would
Yeah.
probably be good to know, Reed.
Wow. I forgot.
To you,
Risky
the
business.
name is just Zolt to you. That's all you knew. You knew of the current Reapers. One is named Zolt. That doesn't mean shit to you. He's just one of them. You were all about Aiden, so don't bother me. You're like, I get the Valkyrie. My mind is an enigma. My machinations ever turning.
Spilled milk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yes, so it'd probably be like Aiden and Zolt are the 2 named ones right now. The other 3, I don't know right now. They have names.
At one
and
point, we were going to come
domains.
up with a name and a symbol for their sect, and then we just never got to it.
Sounds right.
Something to do later.
I have so much I want to do with this
I
world.
know.
Hence why I
feel it.
described it in such a way, which we mostly focused on the Aiden aspect of stuff. But
Yeah.
anyway,
my relationship with Karaya is not quite as formal, I would imagine, is the word
And-
for it.
there's even some differences between the different Reapers. I don't believe some of the others spend quite as much time. Like Aiden very much spends a very guiding hand in the early days. But I believe one of the other ones, can't recall which of them exactly. They spend more, like you were mentioning, they spend more of an on hand, less at the beginning, but a bit more of an appearance throughout their entirety of the training. Whereas Aiden tends to be the most busy, so she spends the bulk of her involvement with the young ones, building a foundation so that they're ready to take on their burdens alongside the rest of the sect.
So, do you get promoted or rewarded if you bring in, say, 5 people into this group?
It's not so much a numbers type thing. And there's really not there's not much of a recruiting aspect at all. It's actually very primarily based around the families born into
Feels
it.
very, yeah, it feels like a born in.
I got you,
There's-
Ryan. I got you.
Thank you.
I got what you were. I got the joke you were making.
We actually this is probably more than you would ever hear from most of the followers.
Hey,
They
you
don't
make
typically
jokes.
get involved with groups adventures like so. They tend to stick to their duties and then return to the home base or return to whatever home base is nearby. They don't get involved in the affairs of the mortal plane not as much. There's a few outliers that will take their own course and kind of follow their own paths, but generally most of the order tends to live and die by the order, and they don't really make much of a name for themselves outside of their achievements within the group.
They are
Not out of any like despairing way or anything. There's just no reason. They have their purpose.
yes. Their purpose is their faith. So they literally can talk to God, and God tells them to do these things, and they live their life. And so helping those transition to the next world is like paying a service forward. So when they have to transition, their transition to the next world is a peaceful or a happy one, and this is the service and the cycle of life and death. So yeah, it's not an MLM.
And not all, and there's not even, in fact, the actual group that ventures out and acts as hands of the reapers is actually a minority within the group. A bulk of the order is really domestic, really maintaining the order itself and managing the affairs of everything at different levels, whether it's food production, whether it's rearing the younger generations, whether it's guidance in the upper tiers, and like where my mother rests as one of the matriarchs. It's a very layered, and my position within the order is actually, like I said, a minority. There's not as many of us as there are that keeps the group going, and most of them don't really talk to people.
You can tell throughout this entire thing is Aura's just going. Ash is fucking loving this. This is loving just hearing just crazy, not crazy cult stuff, but just like, hey, here's a really in-depth look at our theology and how like we interact with our God. It's like, oh yeah,
Yeah, like,
baby.
I mean, people
This is
call us
it.
a cult, but like, what defines truly a cult?
That
I
is
mean,
a very delicate question that I don't want to get
That's a
into.
cult line.
We
That's a cult
we
line.
have a whole no. I will give him a little bit of it. We have a whole course. It's like the first one you take that's just dedicated to how do you define religion, because it's a fucking nightmare. Let me tell you. It's awful. And a cult is there's no line. It's awful.
I mean,
it does make it very difficult.
You will get a very different definition when you're talking about it with me versus my sister. Of course, she has a very, very different view towards it all than I do.
She probably just says it's a cult.
Yeah, it's a cult.
I mean, I'm not. I won't deny your arguments, but like, the use of that word kind of notes a very negative connotation, whereas my experience has been from a very purely, almost like an extended family that has a purpose. So it's kind of like, where do you draw that line? At least that's my viewpoint of it. There's a reason Ore left a decade ago.
That is all exceedingly fascinating, and I'm very happy you are willing to share that with us.
We've been traveling enough. And then I turned to Revenant, and I say, I kind of point, yes, it's a crossbow. And then I turn away. I don't explain any further.
Inside the city of Amethyst, drinking at a bar, is our fellow friend Nier. And sitting down next to him is an individual that's all cloaked up from the desert around, and got his shades and sunglasses on and hat, and he just like, I'll take an ale and one for my lonely friend here. As you get a free one on the house next to you, and he goes, "Greetings. What's your name there?"
My name's Near. What's your name? I haven't seen you around here, and I've been here for X amount of time that the DM decides when this accounting occurs.
Yeah, I haven't decided yet. Actually, I'm like, this could go many ways.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
I've been here for static.
Oh, nice to meet you, Mir. I'm Malak. Malak, as he goes and reaches his hand out to shake your hand. You see his clothing and such are definitely different than a lot of the other people you've seen through the city in Amethyst. You have experience in the city of the Amethyst. This has been a very destabilizing but also informative time while you will be well versed in what's going on when these bumheads get their butt to the city properly. But the city itself is not in shambles like you initially thought it would be, and things have been gone very well from you as you have done your trading and interacted with different merchants and gotten some of the things you needed. And as that time has passed, many different travelers have come through. People watching has been fascinating for you just to see the different cultures of the world that meet here at the city of Amethyst and go their own ways, all trying to get their chance at gemstones. Something that now is extraordinarily rare. This city has now become one of the most important places in the entire world of Zenya in the month or so since the shattering. With that, this individual next to you is happy to share a drink. Oof, you have long travels. I've come from, goodness gracious, the very tip of Pank all the way down here as I continue to travel this entire continent to learn my ways of the world and find secrets and all sorts of great pillages and stuff like that. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing.
oh, well, if it's secrets you want to know, and Near's gonna kind of like look around. He's gonna lean in and be like, "Let me tell you about this time that I killed a god."
Oh
And-
no.
Oh, great. Starting strong.
That would be something else, little guy. Well, you're not little anymore. So,
No.
He's normal guy.
yeah, normal guy,
Young
just
man.
guy, young
Yeah,
man.
dude.
He wouldn't say young man. He'd be like, all right. You killed a god. That's fascinating. That would be a pretty big secret. What do you mean you killed a god?
Well, we were tasked by the one of the orders and possibly one of the Valkyries of the Raven Queen to travel here. We flew on the back of a dragon. It dropped us off at a temple located, I don't know, a little bit farther east of here. And there was a god that was trapped in a and he just goes on like and just tells
dumps
it. And then
Yeah.
but everything across the way is like it's him. He's the main character here. He got the final kill. Everything about it is like it's what happened, but only Neo did all the good stuff, and everybody else looked like buffoons and made all the mistakes.
So, like, initially, he's a little, like, disappointed as you're telling him the story. And then he kind of, like, pushes that away and then engages and allows himself to really enjoy. And you guys get to have this really good storytelling as he recalls all that. And afterwards, you get a nice long whistle. Wow. I mean, that would be a hell of a story to make up. Those are pretty strong details. And you know what? I believe you. I feel like you are being as sincere as can be. Yeesh.
Yeah, I'm just here waiting for my group. They're known as the Nasty Boys. And
We're so fucked. Our PR is gonna
The
be a
Nasty
nightmare.
Boys,
Guys,
huh?
zero nasty
Yeah.
boys.
We gotta come up with a
they
group
sent me
name now.
ahead. Yeah, I was able to I know we're having some issues with traveling, but obviously I was able to teleport here.
That's
And
crazy.
kind of I know, rendezvous. Well, I did stop at, the tavern at the end of the world and party for a night. Second best party that I've ever been to.
What was the first?
I There was this guy in Clovis known as the Main Man, and we just went. It felt like eternity. Like it felt like it was longer than one night. Um, it was great.
You have lived a very, very incredible life, my friend.
Yeah, this has been like a month or two.
Two more. As he waves over to the tavern keep, and they refill, and he's like, "Okay,
What about you? What's your story? You said you started the Pink. What are you
yeah.
traveling? What are you looking for?
Well, I mean, you just went out of the gates, so I guess we're just gonna be two honest friends at the end of the world." I woke up and was like in a breath of wildness. Uh, Part of this group of children to learn in a private study, and I just wasn't really about that life. So I went out my own world, and I was trying to learn how I fit into all this. And unfortunately, because of all this craziness that's going on, uh, my dear old creator out there has been reaching out, telling us to go find some characters. Fortunately, he described one of them as short blue individual, but you are not short by any means that I needed to locate and check in on. Talked about an elf, dwarf, it's kind of undead guy, white skin, blue, ganassi, and I think there was a furry one that I was supposed to be looking at. Well,
Huh,
I'll be honest
interesting.
with
Yeah,
you.
I haven't run into anybody on my travels. You know, my group, he describes completely different people. If you'd like a deception, I will give you a deception. But like,
Yeah, I would
you know,
love a deception check right now. At disadvantage because
he
you
should roll
described
for
in
each
detail
description.
your entire party in the Raven Queen thing. You did describe them already.
right, 25.
Okay. Seeds of doubt.
To be fair, he did describe us as the useless ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was no. I would have described
Maybe
the
we just
group and like
died.
been
Maybe
like,
we
oh,
just-
we could shot and stuff, but
Yeah.
Deer probably doesn't even care what they look like, right? He is too busy making himself the hero.
Yes. Yeah. But
But
yeah, it's just one of those strange journeys to feel like I feel like I was somebody else. You ever feel like you've been in somebody else's body before?
like deja vu,
Yeah,
or
a little
like,
bit. Like I've lived this life, but it's not really mine. Strange. I hear callings of all sorts of things that were to be or have been or haven't been. It's not, it's horsewash. It's craziness. But yeah, this is where apparently this group I was supposed to find was coming and just spy on them and all that. But I don't particularly care for all that cloak and dagger like stuff, and I don't particularly care for my creator. So just out wandering.
can I
Looks like.
can I do an insight on that? That
Yeah.
if he doesn't care for his creator,
Yeah.
What did you say this guy looks like visually, Reed?
I told you he was all covered up on shit.
Okay, cool. Okay, just making sure. Making sure I didn't miss something.
He doesn't look like anything.
God,
He looks like,
Mr. X.
No,
Looks like
no,
Mr.
no. He looks. I think there's a.
and he hasn't taken his cloak off after 2 or 3 rounds of drinks.
No. I'm trying to I have this imagery of a
Nope.
Star Wars character.
Like the Jaws.
No, not the Jawas. There wasn't there a character that had like the wraps all around, basically.
Yeah, one of Boba Fett's friends.
They wanted Star Wars Bounty
Dengar. It's Dengar.
Hunters.
My nerd.
Never
Gar?
before has Glup Shido really.
It's
Yes,
not
they do.
Glup
These
Shido.
fucking names.
He gets the Glup
I don't
Shido.
know who any of these people are. They're all Glup Shido to me. I don't know how to tell you.
These people are real.
Dengar? I don't know who that is.
I mean, sort of, but no, I swear there was another one. Maybe it was it, what did Leia that had look like?
What was it? You might be thinking of one of the ones that they had Rey in for like the beginning of Force Awakens.
I could.
I know the shot you're talking about.
Rey Force
Let me see
Awakens
here, 'cause
on not
let me see.
Tatooine.
Yeah, is it kind of like this is just a random screenshot I'm grabbing, so it's gonna be
Please, I would
sideways,
love
but-
that. It's like I saw it so visually until now you said all this, and now I'm losing the imagery.
Is it kind of this is sideways? I'm just grabbing it off a stupid
Yeah.
thing, but it's like kind of like that question mark.
Hey, for it to come through.
I'm trying to. I put it in the just general talk. I'm gonna see if I can
Oh.
get an actual shot of it from the trailer.
That's so much harder for me.
I'm just picturing an organization 13.
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
Yeah. It's way more like that. Yes.
Okay.
How are they
Very
drinking?
much like that. What's that?
How are they drinking?
Oh no, the thing's down though.
Okay.
The
okay.
shit's around them, right? But this is down, and he's just drinking. He
What's
has
the lips look like?
normal looking skin.
Okay.
I only ask just because above table we were given a description of like the 7 children or whatever.
You were.
By TN, so I was just curious. I was
You
fishing
were.
for that. I'll be clear. I'm fishing.
I know you are.
I want to know.
You got nothing with that bait, buddy.
Low quality.
It was
bait.
a 22 on insight to see if he doesn't like his creator.
You feel like he's being very genuine. This person really does seem to be lost in the world and is just sort of doing their own thing.
Yeah, so he'll kind of push more on that. Be like, oh well, if you don't like your creator, as you said, like why are you doing what he asked?
Seeing if it makes me feel better, leads me to more answers. Never know. Led me to you so far, and this has been a fascinating conversation. I don't think I've ever met somebody that's killed a god.
There's not many of us, but it's it is something that again, just try to keep on the down low, as Near has probably told every single person he's come into contact with.
Yeah. I'll certainly do my best.
While you're in town, where are you staying?
Honestly, I haven't been. I've just been walking through the town or out into the desert, and you know how that is. No, maybe you don't. Maybe you don't. You seem like you got a good head on your shoulders. Yeah, I tend to just enjoy to watch the sun rise and set as the dust sands go and the creatures that play out here. Be careful of sandworms; those are a massive problem out here. But not one for sleep. I don't think. Last time I slept, oof, 5-6 years ago, maybe.
Oh my gosh. Well, if you ever want to get a good view of the sunset, I'm at the Redacted Inn. And actually they upgraded me to the penthouse, no free of charge, and great view over the city. And you can see when the sun rises, it kind of you get a nice silhouette of everything.
That's beautiful. Well, I might take you up on that offer. I gotta check some more mines locally here for these groups of people, maybe, and just to see what's going on with all these gemstones, what I can gather myself. It's crazy how all this has worked out. But so much of the world is completely gemstoneless, and yet here has such a wonderful well. I probably have to go try and track down some of the scholars here. They seem to have some theories. I just haven't had time to break it down.
Yeah,
Has
it's a
he-
crazy thing that happened that they all shattered all at once. Like I have no idea what could do that. That's some powerful magic.
That's what I said. Very powerful magic. Nothing that I know of. But the world is changing and forces are ever moving, and we got a god killer here, so maybe you're not too far away from doing something like that. I'm always impressed at how the world constantly surprises me.
All right, well, if you find yourself back in town and we run into it, I will, uh, you know, I'm always good for another drink. And,
He orders one
he'll,
more for you, and he gives a nod as he's like, "Nah, I'm good." As he's getting up to leave, like, "Well, thank you for the wonderful conversations, Near. Hopefully, our paths cross again." As he gives a clink with his empty glass to your filled one, and he leaves all the coin as he begins walking out.
uh, and with that, I'm assuming Cecil's somewhere in the town.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have Cecil invisibly just kind of follow him, like
sure.
not be close, but like flying above, whatever. Just keeping a track on where he's going, what he's doing.
Yeah. So you see him going to town, talking to different people at different bars. He goes out into the desert and just stares over some of the nights. Um, he, pardon me, on like the second or third day, as he's going through this routine, or he's going into mines and talking to people, recovering gemstones and putting them in his bag. Again, he always goes and sits out by the desert. He starts leaving some bones out behind him, and you can feel Cecil wanting to go eat them, but he has to keep his cool. And he thinks nothing of it as the days go on. And about the sixth or seventh day, the it is too great. The compulsion is far too great for Cecil. As Cecil finally indulges in what he's left out, as Cecil then looks up, he's completely disappeared and lost the tracking on the individual on that day 7.
All right, cool.
The group arrives at the city of Amethyst 2.5 weeks later.
Title card.
You guys
It's not
find
a-
what's up? Want me to punch you? What?
I was gonna make an airport joke where there's gonna be a guy with a sign that says "The Nasty Boys," like waiting for us, like the guys at the
It's
airport
him.
waiting.
It's that
for
guy. He's
valet.
outside waiting. Okay.
We just keep walking because we have no idea we're the nasty boys.
Yeah, we're like, I don't know.
Well, surely Nia has left his mark on this town somewhere.
If he's here, we frankly have no idea where
Yeah, you
he's
don't
gone.
actually
right,
know
never
that
mind.
he's there. All you know that he's
I
disappeared.
retract that statement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you bet. You better.
There's
Bailiff,
a
strike
chance
that from the record.
if I can. I don't know. I have some ideas, but nothing I can attempt currently. And if I do, it's gonna blow up in my face because magic is currently fucked.
Good.
I mean, only some magic. You just gotta know
Only
what the
some
right
magic,
kind of
but the magic that would be helpful for locating near is currently shot. Which, on one
Would be
hand,
better at
is,
magic.
I could
Would
be
you
better at
currently
magic.
see Near walking as you guys enter into the city through the center plaza with a whole bunch of food and knickknacks and a bag on his back and a whole bunch of people following him, being like, this is the God Killer, as he
we're
is
walking in,
created.
Ash is trying to explain like all the different spells that would be wonderful for finding near and how they don't work because of X, Y, and Z, and he trails off as they all kind of stop dead in their tracks, and he's just walking through with this entourage. And he's like,
God,
oh,
to be kidding me.
There's no fucking way this is.
oh god.
Surely this is an illusion by Beltron to fool us, right?
That
My
can't-
friends!
Did
I can't believe it's
that?
taking-
He would never refer to us as his friends.
He has.
It's a trick fireball.
He's in like gaudy clothing that's been given to him by all these people that are just like just totally entranced by his stories.
Oh, great. Wow, seems like you've been busy.
Yeah, I mean, you told me to teleport here ahead. I got comfortable. I knew you guys would be a little bit farther behind, but took in the sights, enjoyed the city, learned a lot. It's a good thought. It was a good idea for a kind of a scout rendezvous ahead.
That's how you took that.
That
Okay.
You know what? I just have to tip my hat to you. That's
Near, I'm proud
insanely
of you.
impressive.
You did a good
Here, I always knew you were better at magic than Ash.
Okay, let's not get out of
Yeah,
out of line.
thank you.
Hon-
Now,
Honestly, this is all the proof I need to see.
Did I
Truly,
call you?
it's hard to argue with.
Yeah, I mean, I was
Did
just
I?
telling them the stories. So, you know,
I'm going
we-
to try and grab him by the neck, by the throat.
What?
Okay.
I'm trying to grab Nier by the throat.
I
Why?
don't know what.
It would be a deck saving throw
Right,
against
right.
his attack roll.
Yeah, I think it's an athletics versus
Yeah.
acrobatics or athletics. I think. I would guess.
Just don't add it. Like yeah,
It's
you
a-
sure. Sure, go for it.
Grab
What is
my
it?
check. Strength or deck save?
There you go.
I'm gonna add my D10 because it's use it or lose it, right?
Definitely what it's worth.
18 athletics.
Yeah, I mean that does it. But as soon as you get him, he's just gonna misty step away. Got.
Does Misty Step work?
That's a good question. I don't think.
I don't remember. Did I? We're back
said-
in
you-
right.
You said extra
Misty
planar
Step
stuff doesn't
itself?
work.
Yes. So then
Yeah.
no. Then it wouldn't work.
Or is that D100?
Actually, it is. Go ahead and roll a D100.
Roll it,
no.
We're so bad.
Good call.
Back
That
to
sounds
gambling.
exactly like me.
Love gambling.
86.
Let's see.
All
Back
right.
to the bar.
You go to
back-
cast. Instead of casting Misty Step, you cast Mirror Image.
Nice.
There's just four.
But I'm-
There's just three versions of him circling
Yeah.
while he's still.
But I'm
being
he's
held
still
by-
holding him.
Yes.
You grab him, and there's like 3 versions to the left and right. And they're like, ah, just like ah.
Okay, Rev, was that?
Okay, yeah, why we are getting a bit out of hand already. What's this
There is
about?
now a very angry mob. Also, you are surrounded.
You put down our king. What are you doing? Well, they wouldn't say king. Our new leader, our hero, our great hero. He killed the god. He saved
Okay,
the lands.
that's embellishing a little.
How dare you? Somebody
Mostly
comes up and
correct.
literally smacks you, but not like a hard smack. It's like one of those equivalent taking a glove off and being like smack across your face, and throws it on the ground. I challenge you to a duel, you blaspheme!
You don't want that.
I
That
I
might be
challenge
something
you to a
don't want.
My other
duel.
hand pulls out my
Wait,
rapier.
No, it's okay.
This is your chance to do the Indiana Jones bit, John, and just shoot him with a fireball.
Fireball! Fireball the crowd! No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Alright, so,
If
yeah,
your
really don't want
hero
to, buddy.
killed a god, how am I laying hands on him?
Because
I mean-
clearly I'm letting you. I mean, I have a lot of magical powers that I'm obviously just choosing not to use.
Everybody for a second was like, they look over to Nier. Oh yeah. Immediately, yup, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Right.
A couple of them are still thinking about it.
Okay, well,
I
near.
throw him to the ground.
Okay, we don't need to get this intense about it. What have you found out in your few weeks here? What are things?
You should
been
move
like?
somewhere private.
Probably, yes. If you would.
And lose the crowd.
Yes.
That's gonna be hard. I'll be honest.
As they're
We can-
fanning
you know
him and stuff, and they give him some water, push him up a little bit.
Good lord.
We can go to the penthouse and talk about it.
The penthouse.
what?
Don't worry, I got rooms for all of us. They just, because of my deeds, they, gave me a nice upgrade.
I don't know whether to be impressed or in disbelief. Man, what a wonderful line you walk. Okay,
Thank you.
We'll go to the penthouse.
I guess.
So yeah, as we go into the room, before kind of doing anything, Nier goes, oh, wait, and he's gonna run over to a closet, and he's gonna pull out things, and he's like, while I was here, I did some shopping, and I got you all everything. I got everyone something. And Nier is going to, for Titus, he's gonna give you mithril plate armor.
Whoa.
That's sick.
Ferric and Revenant both get +1 shields.
Jesus.
Oh.
Ori, Boots of Elven Kind. And Ash, Boots of the Vigilant.
What do these do? Let me look this stuff up.
That's the DA2 initiative.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
There is a clear understanding that this Nier character came in telling fancy stories, spending major coin, and there is lots of opportunists inside this also group of easily convinced, simple-minded individuals.
Thank you, Nier.
Yeah,
This
Nier came in and spent like 23,000 gold pieces.
is a wonderful gift.
This is very thoughtful.
I'm pretty sure mithril plate armor means you don't have disadvantage on stealth, by the way, Adam.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, that's my only
that's
concern.
the really nice thing about it. So,
That's
yeah,
the point of it being mithril.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you got a great one out of that, actually, Adam. That's
Oh, I love
phenomenal
it.
for you.
I love it. I love it. Why,
Wow.
thank you, Nier.
Yeah,
This is very thoughtful of you.
Yes, I appreciate it sincerely.
Revenant
Well,
can't handle
I'll be
words.
honest, it
It's
wasn't
up
my
to
idea.
When he doesn't say thank you.
Whose idea was it?
It was Cedric's. He made a good point that for me to stay alive, it's helpful if you stay alive.
Yes.
I like where his head's at.
I was meaning to bring that up, because I think there is a very good chance that
You guys haven't gone to a private place yet. You went in there, you got the stuff, and all those people are still there.
let's
You're like in the
move-
hallway right outside his penthouse thing, and there's still tons of people clogged in the halls. Your guys' rooms are on the sides.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Nier's just gonna cast silence at the door. That's
Okay. I was about to cast something on the door where they can't come in either, but that'll work too.
Yeah, they can't come in, but the door's locked. But now they can't hear anything. Like now they're.
Wait, my lord, my lord! As they're touching on the doors right now. This is lavish. It's extravagant. There is, instead of gemstones that used to be lined all inside here, it is now just the dust of so many of these different gemstones. Those of which of like amethyst and topaz are all inside here and glittering. So a different form of beautiful and gaudy has taken on this room. The penthouse suite. It has 2 bathrooms. It has like 5 different couches and 1 gigantic master bed. Pillows galore.
What do like the silverware and plates look like?
Made of real silver.
Hell yeah.
Pretty nice.
Only the best for God King Nier.
Yeah, wonderful little
Ruler of
cellar.
Zenya.
Yeah. All hail, may long may he reign. I was meaning to bring up before you went to scout ahead that I do think it is a very real possibility that Beltron and his friends try to come find you specifically still with Cedric.
Oh. Yeah. That did happen. Oh
What?
God, what was his name?
Already?
Yeah. It's. I lost him. Cecil was tracking him. We lost him a couple days ago, but yeah, he was. Oh God. Said his name was Malak. We had a couple beers, obviously, and couldn't tell what he looked like. He wore this weird hood thing, but he said he was sent by his creator, and he was looking for our group. Luckily, he's looking for a tiny guy, and we don't got one of those, so we're Gucci.
Ash's eyes start over to Theric, dart back to Nier. And he's like, "Okay,
No. He said not. He specifically called a dwarf as separate. So.
Okay. I see.
Yeah.
I see.
But yeah, he had you guys nailed down to a
That
T.
felt like a microaggression.
So
He
how
didn't.
did he not-
Micro. Sorry.
Yeah, not like a micro. I think for you, it's just an aggression.
God damn it!
He was sent here, but like, he's not the biggest fan of his creator, which, I just assume is Beltron. He said he was sent out to find us, spy on us, which he might be doing. Malik, you here? And he's gonna like call out around. Reed's gone, but we'll just.
That means Malak can't be here either. If Reed's not here.
Yeah,
That's true.
that means he's
He's not here. Called out to him. He's not here.
We're free.
That's exactly how that works.
That's exactly how that works.
Sure.
Okay. Well, that's concerning, but good to see that you navigated that well. It is curious how he has these children, and some of them he just lets go. Like, obviously you have Cedric in the ring, and you've got this one, who he seemingly doesn't have too big of a leash on. That's all very curious. How is Cedric holding up? Is he doing fine? How's he doing?
Doing good. I'm as best as you can be, being trapped in a ring for years on end without knowing if it's gonna end. You know, classic trapped in the ring gag.
I hear that.
Yep, a real knee slapper, that one.
Yeah.
You can hear Cedric being like sighing. You can hear.
Just-
You're just.
I'm just messing with
Well,
you. Yeah.
It does suck.
You've been in a ring before?
Plus, we're in a Denny plane.
We're not gonna get sidetracked.
Yes,
we
okay,
need to talk about
continue.
Nier.
Continuing. Yeah.
My
so
favorite subject.
I believe our course of action was slated to be gearing up what we can, seeing the lay of the land, and then heading towards the dark desert.
Yep.
Now I'm worried. Now Ash is a little worried that this guy's listening in somehow. Don't like that, but it's fine.
Titus, can you look around and see if there's anything he could be, if he's here physically, if there's anything he could be using to listen in or spy on us?
What would that be an investigation check, or could I make perceptions?
Either. Depends on what. Investigations typically touch, while perceptions just looking around. Depends on what your character wants to do. Are you just going to look around, or are you going to get under things? Is anybody going to do anything else to check if anybody's listening?
Where is that crowd
yeah, I did-
currently? Because my
Forgot about
My
that. I
brain
did
is-
invite him and tell him exactly where I lived, but
Oh God. Okay. Well, maybe
Yeah,
we
but
can
he
have a
doesn't know
dialogue
that
with
you're
this one.
you, so that's okay.
Maybe
Yep.
if this one shows up, maybe we can talk like normal people and not just jump to the.
Yes, I was about to.
he hasn't slept in 6 years.
If he's not a fan of Beltron,
Reed, I've got a question. Does the
That's-
name Malak ring any bells
No.
at all? Okay, cool. Well, I'm only asking because I guess the other one was named 4. Yeah, they don't have the names of whoever they're copies of. So yeah, never mind. Yeah,
Good.
sorry. It's been a minute
he's-
since we've interacted with this gang, with the gang of people.
Ah, it's fine.
Yeah.
Oh,
if
good.
this
No,
individual
nothing.
is not a fan of Beltron, he could become a useful ally.
Maybe that seems like a very
Yeah, it
risky
was-
gamble.
He's kind of wishy-washy about like, I was like, oh, why are you doing that if you don't like your creator? And he was like, well, maybe I'll find happiness or something like that. I don't know. So like, could go either way.
Well, I think for the time being we should stick together so we're not cornered by this individual. And if push comes to shove, I think we should. Bless you, Jesus.
Bless you.
Ooh,
Sorry.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Oh my God, he's dying.
it's the sand. It's getting
No.
to him.
I always sneeze in twos, dude.
Yeah, that's how it usually
Oh,
goes.
okay.
But I think we should prioritize getting the Dark Desert and not get bogged down with more
Agreed.
potential adversaries.
With that, how much in a rush are we? I got something on order. I'm just waiting for it to come in. So
What
like,
is
How-
it?
What are you waiting?
Is it worth the wait?
it's
what
a
is
present
this?
for myself. I think so.
What,
Jacuzzi?
okay, what is it? That's not. But what is it?
It's a new magical staff for myself. You know,
Did you get it? Did you get a
Gotta-
staff of power?
it's
Oh no! That's awful.
What's the?
your.
How long
How many
did you
business
wait?
days?
It's all your fault for letting him go ahead.
3 to 4 more weeks
Boy.
is what. That's
Do
the
we-
estimation.
Do we press the advance the world a month
I am-
button?
I-
Or-
I'm
not
okay
for-
with waiting a couple weeks for this.
Okay.
And it gives you guys a chance to experience and learn all that I've learned about the city of Amethyst.
Does the 2 to
I don't
3 more
suppose
weeks
you would answer what you've learned.
does the wait time include our travel time, or is that just how much is left? Yeah.
That's how much is left.
I would like
It
to
was 6 to 8 weeks.
Got it.
I suppose we could just. We will have to be
But
looking
no.
over our shoulder if Beltron is sending people sniffing.
Did you ever
Like we know
do
you're
those
here.
rolls?
Just come out.
Did you ever?
I rolled a 13 perception, but I wanted to ask where the crowd was because the crowd was still nearby. He'd probably want to like take a glance in the crowd and see if
They're outside the
any-
door that's locked and silenced.
There's not like a peephole.
Sure.
Go
I
out there.
still
We
rolled
can't
the
hear
13.
anything.
Like the 13 was.
Yeah,
the
you
roll.
look out, and some of the crowd has died down and walked away while the others are there. They're like playing cards on the floor and stuff as they're hoping to get a gracious tip because Nier tips really well. So that's why most of them are around. It's just basically trying to catch scraps from what did I just call them? I called them Tier instead of Nier, right? Did I just say that?
I think.
Or did I say Nier
Yeah.
right? Whatever.
You said tips near. I think you were good.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you're
Brain's
fine.
going. But yeah, there's nobody at the description that Nier gave of that individual is not out there.
I don't see anything.
And when he was doing his like schedule of like around town, you said he went to the desert consistently.
Yeah.
At like what time? Like, is that something like? Would I know? Like, does he go there at sunrise and sunset or something like that?
Yeah.
Like,
Sunset. He goes at sunset, sits
Okay.
through the night till sunrise, and then goes back. Typically.
so
But
then
you-
he'll say like, oh, like for the days I followed him, he went, and sat here at sunset and was there through the night.
He stopped showing up once Cecil ate the bones.
Hmm.
At least in the location you were looking.
Worrying, but good to know.
But does anyone want to do some shopping while we are in town? Get some supplies.
I'm frankly very happy you have the coin to shop with.
Yes,
I'm
I have.
very-
Oh
I'm a
yeah,
little
sorry. There's
strapped.
other things too. How many do we have here? Everyone can have 6, 3 healing potions.
Just regular healing potion, right?
Edie.
I'm just making.
You
I'm just
are
making sure.
greedy.
Okay. I
I'm just
guess I
making
could use
sure.
the time to maybe look into some of the gemstone stuff. With the shattering, I could see what I could poke around with. I don't know how much I could get into here, but maybe the Blackstone College name will get me through some doors. We could try.
Yes, there's.
Push and feeling.
Now would be a good time to look into that matter and discuss with you, Ash.
Yes, might not be a bad idea. I might have one of these. Oh, I just have it. That's weird. Okay. That's weird.
The Nier shopping episode went crazy, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was trying to do it so he wouldn't have a shopping episode, and you're all having a shopping episode anyway. So,
Well, I
so Drew gets a
Yeah, but I-
D20
yeah, but-
inspiration. You're a good boy,
Well,
Drew.
Well, no, Reed. It's less I want to shop. Is you and I talked about buying those arrow types.
Yep.
I just want to make sure that like
Done.
happens.
Absolutely.
Okay,
You
then-
just
okay, then I'm good. I'm
exchange the money
It
for it,
happens.
and you're good. Yep.
What'd you say?
I am very lax about that right now. Inventory management is something I do enjoy. Not for like the next 6 months. At least.
That's good.
Not for a while.
I have a lot more
until-
priorities for our game to
Not
fix.
until work calms down.
Yep.
Yeah, got other things to
Yeah.
do.
Well, it's
Okay.
not even that
Then
yet.
I
We're
don't
coming down, but like just even the priority list of like I still haven't updated your images on this goddamn overlay. Like I have such a there's so many other things to get done before.
You're good.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. So, I guess if we're waiting for 3 or 4 weeks.
Yeah.
No, you don't get to jump ahead 3 to 4 weeks, but
Well,
No,
no, I'm
sure.
more just saying
Okay.
that to say, okay, we're locking in that idea. What do we want to do now?
there we go.
Well, Nero described what he's learned and stuff during his time here.
Okay.
And then that'll probably help guide
Yes.
the plan.
So,
Yeah.
what he's learned is, the shattering has occurred and affected the entire world. Communication has all magical communication has failed. God, body, shut up. Excuse me. Thank you. Sorry. Okay. So it's really tough to get in contact with anybody right now. It's been weeks. So things that are helpful is now anything that flies. That type of transportation system has had a massive boon because it's one of the only ways to get in contact with cities at long distances, besides some other methods that others would be aware of. I'm not sure. I'm sure there's like long distance, like radio wave, like a Morse code type for like the rarest of wizards might know that shit. Like, I don't think it's that obvious, but everybody grew a dependence on it, similar to like we have with cell phones. And with the loss of that, like they knew somebody, they had the local person that could cast sending in the city, or they had orbs, crystal balls, palantirs, any of that type of stuff. All of that is gone, and that's not functioning. So that has put the world into a very unsure state. Let me see where you guys are. The word on the street from the closest places is Lanil is all their gemstones were lost during the shattering, and they are sending ships overseas through Old Harbor across the Mall of the World and on a voyage to get more and start trading and figuring out what's going on. There are rumors from the Fortress of Dread that Murkdrek has a bounty for anybody that can bring in your group alive, and they so he can work his way with you. And
to murder us. That's the vision. He wants to murder us.
And I'd say Kazoto is in a state of complete occupation, I believe, by Fortress of Dread, by Murkdrek.
That's rough.
That's awful. What does the state of occupation look like from the demon lord of murder?
Probably awful.
Just,
yeah, I would have
just
said
all human rights violations is the answer.
all awful.
That is going to be a bummer of an episode whenever that comes around.
That episode's gonna get real dark really quick.
Can we cut back on the descriptions today?
This
This is the third time you've talked to me about this guy, about a separate severed spine. I'm good.
Yeah, we're good.
I got to talk to you about how we flayed this one differently than the last one. There's a big
You
difference.
gotta know.
They're all different. They're all
They're all
unique.
different flavors. Yeah.
They're like snowflakes. They're all different patterns.
He's an artist. He's an artist. Okay. Next, not all the stones were destroyed inside here. So a bunch of stones were destroyed. The giant amethyst in the center of the city, like the image, was cracked and not destroyed. People are mining, and lots of the mines and the veins in the mines are completely gone. But the deeper people dig, they're finding stones and gemstones again. So there is a possibility. Diamonds have 10x or 100x in price, depending on the size, because they are now one of the most sought after resources in the world, as people now can die far easier and there's no way to come back. Everybody is scrambling for any version of a solid diamond in this world. And there's definitely more going on in the forefront of figuring out what the shattering did is happening here in the city of Amethyst, because they actually have a variety of different gemstones that are unbroken. And so their scientific community is doing their best to figure it out. Why? But they're not giving that as free information to the people. There you go. You're all caught up.
All right.
The Murkdrek has a bounty on our heads. That's lovely to hear.
That's
What
what
are the
happens
odds
when we
this,
move up in the world. What was that? Sorry.
Well, I was gonna make the argument. I already blanked on his name. The guy Nier ran into.
Malik.
Malak.
Malak.
Malak,
Malak.
sorry.
Are we so sure Malak was sent via Beltron and not because of Murtred's bounty? It kind of geared towards Nier.
I mean,
Oh yeah, I mean he said he came from the north. Oh yeah, also he said he started up at the tip of Penk. I don't know if that's helpful at all with that's
Oh.
where his private institution was.
Okay.
So might
That
be
is what
something to just make a note of that could be where the thingy vision thing that you saw, Ash.
yes, that's not a bad idea. I mean, the one I saw, very reminiscent of Last Star, was on the other side of the world. But no matter what way you slice it, wherever that is not here. It's very far away, but it will not be. It helps narrow down the list, maybe.
Do you think we could narrow down the trail by officially? I mean, we there was mention of it on the path down here, but by formally making a name for our little group, our little ragtag band.
Yes, we
That's-
should.
Yeah, I mean, if Beltron's already putting a bounty on our heads,
It was Murktred,
I
not
suppose-
Beltron, for the
sorry, Mark Dredd, my bad. I just
for the
thinking of
public
Mark Dredd,
bounty. Yes.
public bounty on our head. We're already
I
having
will say
bounties
it's
on our head.
Nier and the Nasty Boys has been getting very popular.
What
so-
did you just say?
Is that what you've been
That
calling
is
us the
the
past
worst
days?
thing I
Tell
think
me
you
you have
said.
not been telling people that that's our name.
Everybody,
Yay.
everybody in the city absolutely considers you guys near the Nasty Boys.
Corlin, grant me strength.
I guess it's been
God.
decided.
No,
No,
it's not. God's
Definitely
above.
not.
Not even
Yeah,
Drew
I mean,
voted
depends
for that
on how
in
you
the
care
character
about-
poll we had in
He
our
did.
chat.
He did vote for it, but he changed it when no one else voted for it.
Yeah, no,
That's
no,
such a true
he
move.
voted- he
That they
voted
get
to
like
make it a 50-50
backdoored
by the way,
in.
Reed.
It's like, yeah, we're for no, it's for this. All right, I'm gonna play this cool.
Yeah, but then
Well,
he,
no,
the-
I
then
then
the way
went and
he
tied
voted,
it so that there was no decision.
Yeah, yeah, he tied it.
No decision was made. Yeah,
So
it
we
was.
got two potential names.
Yeah, we got two guesses, two names
Potential
for
names.
flipping.
I mean,
So that
depends
pretty-
on how much you care about public opinion. No.
Nier, I appreciate everything you've done for us, but that is probably the worst name I've ever heard.
But here's the thing.
I don't know if I'd
there's a
say it's the worst,
positive-
but I don't agree with it.
Just
if
rolls off
there's
the
a
tongue.
positive view of the group because of the stories Nier has told.
No.
Albeit probably some deceptive stories.
But would
I
it not
think
be
that name-
would it not be to our advantage to choose a different name and then fly under the radar?
How often have you heard of groups rebranding and it being successful?
I
don't.
say this. I say
Because
this.
they
with all
they
the
fly
care-
under the radar so well.
I say this with most respect possible. I don't think a name change is going to get around Murktred and Beltron in this instance. I
Agreed.
think they might
Then we
be
should
able
stick
to
with
parse
our
this one.
Nier's
I mean,
name.
it's not
No,
gonna get
I-
around it, but it might give us time if we're
Okay,
calling
maybe.
ourselves by an official group title.
We've been sending this out to the other cities as well. It's really gonna be a hard sell to change it at this point.
And have you
We're
given
changing it.
have you given descriptions of who the Nasty Boys are, or have you kept us ambiguous for?
I mean, I
potential
described
hunters and
myself.
prying eyes?
You guys are more of the background dancers, I guess. Like
Cool,
name
so they
and
don't
background
actually know
dancer.
we're part of the Nasty Boys. Great.
That's a good
we
cover.
can
letter.
rebrand.
We can rebrand. Okay.
Or he's already made the perfect cover.
What are we
gonna be
feeling?
hard.
What do we?
I
What do we
was-
feel
I
for
was
our
thinking
name?
the Faith Breakers.
I'm not against it. Don't dislike it.
Is anybody gonna pitch the other idea we
Anyone
had
has
in
any
the
other
chat?
ideas?
Any of the three
Did we
people
edit?
that voted
Nope.
for it? Because we might just go with Faith Breakers.
I mean, yeah. Unless we have other opinions, I believe we're going with that.
I mean, we are kind of like the fallback,
Classy.
it seems, for some of these things. I mean, what about something, I don't know, to the effect of like the last line, or
That could
I
work.
don't either.
I
hate
think
it.
I think that's a great idea, considering we are the only ones seemingly doing anything about crazy shit like Narzul.
And I think, frankly, if problems really do fall to us, need to be the ones to solve them, then we really are fucked, frankly. But That's what the world's come to, I guess. Oh boy.
World's a nasty place.
It is.
Nope. Nope. Good try. No. I respect the hustle, Nier. No.
I mean, you
Nier
know,
just gave us all these goods.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not against either. What do you guys want? Call it.
Coin flip.
I'm down for a coin flip. Sorry, a D2. A D2.
I was gonna say a dice roll.
A dice roll. We want to do
Odds or
100?
evens. Odds or
Odds or
evens.
100.
Odds or even D100. How do we feel?
All
about
right.
I like it.
Fate
I
break.
like
All right,
it.
I'm gonna roll it in
call it.
D&D
We gotta
Beyond.
call it. Well, we gotta
reach
we gotta
and roll
decide it first. Decide it
All right,
first.
reach and roll
Right.
it. I'm gonna
Evens,
say
evens for Fate Breakers,
Yes.
odds for last line.
Okay.
I love it.
Okay. Okay, evens for Fate Breaker up to the last line. Here we go. Roll that
Natural
shit, my boy.
100 is near the Nasty Boys.
yeah. I know what.
Natural
I'll
100.
allow it.
deal.
I'll allow
Okay,
it.
sure. Give him it. If it happens,
If we get a 100.
it may
I would
be
never.
over.
I wouldn't take that deal. I don't like 1% chance there. That's too high for me.
All right, Nick.
All
Roll
right.
it.
Oh, okay. I'm rolling. Yeah, I thought. All right.
Ah.
28.
8.
So
We got the Fate Breakers.
That's what we're doing. We're going for Fate Breaker.
I think that's a regal name.
I think it works.
Fate has decided.
Not everyone gets to be heralds. Or what were
We'll
they
see
called
if this
first?
rebrand
Chosen? I don't
works.
remember.
Yeah, they were
Here
chosen.
starts tucking away embroidered shirts.
That's awesome.
They had really ugly knitted versions of all of our faces.
Okay, well, so I guess we're waiting for a few weeks. We can worry about stocking up, attempting to stock up. I could maybe see if I can get in the door on some of the scientific research going on to get a better idea what's happening with the shattering. I could see if I could try to start gambling on the mansion every night, because I know that will give us a stocked laboratory, but I don't know if that will... That's fighting a
There's a
lot of
couple-
variables.
There's a couple backroom casinos, but sorry, I zoned out and all I heard was gambling.
That's,
going to
you know what? That's fine. That's
While
fine.
you do that, I'm going to look into this Malak fellow. See if anybody
I'll
around
help
here
you with
knows
that.
anything about that.
We could try. I think that's a good idea. We can split those ways.
I mean, it would be easier if he just came out.
Can Titus make another perception check while near?
Yeah, go ahead.
This guy is like just sitting in the corner of the room, and none of us have
27.
acknowledged him.
Let me read what perception.
Uh-oh.
That's concerning.
It's generally visually
Allows you to
noticing
use a
something.
combination of senses to notice something that's easy to miss.
Yeah, so not just vision, I should
Yeah,
say.
that's why I want to see it.
Yes,
smell
have a
it.
good sense of smell. Yeah.
Yes, that's what I was getting at.
My passive perception is also a 19. I don't know if that factors.
No.
There's a stinky boy in this room, and it's not any of us.
God damn.
Near, what was your last shower?
Literally like 2 hours ago. I shower
Okay.
every 4 hours.
Okay. As Nier is saying that and looking out, of the many couches in here, you notice one of the pillows kind of like indents a little bit at that. When Nier's looking around, and you certainly are able to pick up on a sense now that you've connected something.
Could I just point that out without making a sound? Well, I guess. Yeah. No. Yeah, I'll point that out.
Yeah.
You just point at nothing.
He just points at nothing on the couch.
But he didn't make a sound.
What is this?
I
Is
did
that
not
forever? Is that one, or am I mixing? I'm crushing, connecting them.
What are you pointing at, Titus?
There was an indent on the pillow. I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy.
It wasn't there this morning. I have the pillows fluffed every morning.
There's
Is-
also
Ash
no
is gonna
different
throw
roll.
out a dispel magic.
Invisibility is a level 2. Greater invisibility is, I think, a level 4.
Yeah, and I'm happy to roll if a yes to.
You throw out a dispel magic, and then all of a sudden you feel something in the weave tug at you. You can roll a d20.
Absolutely, baby. All right. Looking at a 18.
Yeah, yeah. As you dispel magic, you see the figure Malak is laying across the couch, just hanging out, feet up. His shoulders seem really relaxed. You can't see his face because it's all covered, and he kind of brings it down a little bit with a smile, and he just like, Near, you crack me up, man. I didn't think the
yourself to the minibar.
I have been, to be honest with you. It's been interesting, and the view is absolutely beautiful here, like you said it would be. I appreciate it, your invitation. It's really nice.
How long have you
He's-
been here?
What was that?
How long have you been here?
Longer than us, I suppose.
Yeah, been around.
Well, it's great to officially meet you, Malak.
Yeah. Yeah, Near, this is the group of individuals. This is your party now, the Nasty Boys?
Yep.
Nope,
This
we're
is
not
that.
going with that.
I-
No,
I-
no.
Not the nasty
You can-
boys.
You can see, why I misguided you when we first met. Wasn't sure of your intentions.
Sure.
I hope there's no hard feelings there.
Nah, I wouldn't be publicly stating those things. I mean, you basically told the whole town everything anyway, so it's all right. I take no offense to it. You were nothing but honest and forthright with me for, like, most of it,
Yeah, right up until the end. Right.
basically.
How much did he
Well-
tell you?
And I mean,
You wouldn't
just
mind.
God journeys, and he starts recounting the story of everything in detail from Nier's perspective about the dungeon crawl you guys just did.
I'm going to kill you.
Well, do we want to beat around the bush, or do we want to talk about the purple-shaped
room?
elephant in the room?
The purple-shaped.
Purple-colored elephant. Sorry,
Purple-
His name's
purple-colored
Malak.
elephant. Referring to your father, who asked you to spy on us.
I don't have a father. Gee, calm down. I'm just hanging out. Nier knows I'm here to spy. Chill out. I don't need to engage. I was doing just fine. Carry on.
Who do you report to?
All right.
Doesn't it kind of defeat the purpose of spying when we're talking with you and we can see you?
I mean, go back to ignore me. Like, I'm not even here anymore. It was easier when I was invisible, obviously, but now just let it go.
Okay. So what do you guys want to do for the next
What?
couple
No,
weeks?
we can't just no. Hang on.
You see, he leans over to the plate he's taken from the minibar and just is resuming.
At least I will say, very welcome change from your siblings, because the ones we've talked to have all jumped to violence. So at least you get a thumbs up for that.
Oh yeah.
Siblings? What do you mean
You know what?
siblings?
Ash is
Who is your
Who's your
creator?
creator?
Do we want to dance around this? Are we going to?
My creator's my creator. You guys you name your creators?
No,
Are they like
usually
a
themselves.
purple-skinned tiefling with metal arms?
Insight check.
Okay, go ahead.
Inside.
I don't know. Ash does not have good enough insight, so I don't think he's gonna get anything from this. But he's gonna try.
Oh, wait, I have advantage.
Yeah, you
What am I
have your
doing?
crazy stuff. Oh my god, good job, Ash. That's a natural 20 for a 21.
Okay.
Ooh, we're
That
talking
is
about-
a 17 for a 34.
I rolled a natural 20 for a 26.
Oh, fuck you.
Right.
Wow,
I didn't
feel-
roll.
So all of you look at him, and he absolutely does not believe he was created by a man that's with purple skin and metallic arms and all.
Okay.
You're also looking at a man that
Good.
only has his mouth exposed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fair.
Okay. Okay. So maybe not creator. Maybe.
So who
Your
are you
tutor.
spying on us for? Just your creator?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not. My heart's not in it, obviously, guys. Like, so just
Nah.
do what you gotta do. I'm just. I don't know. I'm trying to see if I feel inspired.
We'd love to know more about you, just because, again,
I
the
don't like
whole
being
deal
s-
is very enigmatic, interesting.
I don't need to be the center of attention here. We were doing things were. The wizards always ruin everything. It's so annoying. Oh my gosh. Guys were just doing fine. He gets up and then he's just like cleans off his plate, stretches a bit. And he's just like, all right, I guess I gotta go away, and then hopefully you forget about me. Is that what we're gonna do?
Be
This is just-
friends. Yes, we don't
Talk
have
like
to
normal
be.
people.
but-
There's no hostility here.
I mean, oh.
Hello,
What,
my name is
what-
Revenant. What is your name?
Oh, my name's Malak, as he reaches over and shakes your hand. Like, nice to meet you. Yeah, just,
I'm gonna be honest, it's a little embarrassing that he was the first one to do that.
Here, my name is Theric Woodfall.
nice to
Pleasure
meet
to
you.
make your acquaintance, Malik.
Yes, no, yes.
Ashwell,
I'm near.
Yep. Nice to meet you again, Near, but actually, genuinely. Nice.
Or I.
Yeah, yeah. Nice lot, you all.
Thank you.
So you said you've.
Does-
No, actually, I'm not gonna.
Does he have a weapon on him?
Passive perception
Just
wise,
these two
no.
Guns.
Yeah, it's just the guns.
Revenant has nothing
what-
further to talk to him about.
What information is your creator wondering? Maybe we can just tell you. Make this all easier.
He thinks about it for a second. He's like, I think I'm just supposed to observe. I don't think that's about it.
Mhm.
I don't think we need anything vital.
Are we the first people you've observed in such a manner?
No, I do it from time to time when I'm trying to feel inspired.
How long
Have
have
you
you
ever felt
been?
inspired?
Oh, you go. Sorry, what was that?
What is this, 20 questions? He goes back towards the window and he's just like, ugh. He's looking out the window and you can see he's seriously contemplating jumping out the window.
This could be, you could ask questions. We could talk that way.
I don't know why I'd want to do that.
That's just kind of how conversations typically go. One person gives something, the other person gives something back. You kind of bounce back and forth.
So
What if I get you more food and drink from the minibar, and you'll stay with us
Love
longer?
this guy.
I like you, Nier. Your friends suck. Oh my god. I should have listened to your story with more intent. You're all pretty exhausting, and I would love it if we could go back to chilling. Just not even here.
You know
Who
what?
wants a drink?
Fine.
You know,
Alec, I have a question.
Yeah.
Do you know if there's any temples to the Raven Queen in this city?
All right. He jumps out the window.
Great.
He just does the Tom and Baratheon. Just one step out. Just
Yeah.
plummets.
Well,
Excellent. Well, that
right.
solves that for the moment.
Okay,
Well,
so-
Titus
That
will
was,
look out the window to see where he goes.
As you look out the window, he's standing vertically on it. He's just like, oh, you're just my bane today, cat.
This guy rocks. I love this
This
guy.
guy is crazy. What a guy.
Near's gonna come over with him just standing there and just hand him a drink, like on the side of the.
He takes it. Almost all of it spills out as he goes to drink it. And he just gets a little. He's like, you're a good guy, man. I appreciate
Well,
it.
you know what? If he's just gonna be observing us, fuck it. Whatever. Maybe he'll. talk
Well,
eventually.
I mean, actually, I'm near. Do you know the answer to that question? You've been here for a little bit.
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. What's up?
Oh, Temple Raven Queen. Do you know any in this city?
We were just at one.
It,
There is one about a 3 days hike that way.
I I think
3
it's a
weeks
bit more
hike
than
that
3
way.
days. Yeah.
I just kind of like press the brow of my mask, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
I'm talking about locals that I might have be able to get information from.
Oh, yeah. He's gonna go and open up the door, dispel silence, and be like, hey, is there any temples of the Raven Queen around here? And just ask
Raven
one
Queen,
of the
Raven
people.
Queen. No. There is temples of Odell. Odell is here. Odell and I believe Idris and Odell. Temples all around.
Perfect, thank you. He's gonna flick him a silver and shut the door.
Some of them are ripping over.
And he'll go back and be like, doesn't look like any Raven Queen. Odell and
Idris.
yeah, he already forgot it. I had it. I just like started with an I. It wasn't Raven Queen.
Idris. Idris.
Oh, yeah, that one. So there's those ones, but no Raven Queen.
I'll say even to that is like he literally only went a few steps, opened the door, and you guys could hear the response. He didn't need to walk back and tell you, but he certainly did, and then forgot half of it.
Are Odell or Idris any sort of familiarity with the Raven Queen's domain?
No, like they're Odell is
Not like
inside.
allies or anything.
Is in the it is inside Melora's branch. But Odell is the god of mazes, labyrinths, architecture. Idris is the mountain lord, forge, god of forges, smiths, buildings.
Repin the Pantheon. I don't think it's changed too much, but I'm just gonna put it back up at the top of the pins.
Yeah, it shouldn't. Yeah.
There. That's the one I look at when I'm looking for answers. So if there's anything wrong, please let me know. But
If
I
our
think we're good.
new fan wants to ever hang out, I guess he'll bring it up. And Ash is just gonna fucking walk out. He's gonna go do stuff. He's just done. He's done interacting with this guy. He's like, whatever. He won't. I'm tired of it.
Ash, where do you go?
Ash is gonna go see what he can find in relation to whatever, because I know Nier had talked about some of the scientific studies going on. Obviously, he doesn't think he's just gonna be walking and go, "Yes, I am here," but just kind of go see if he can find what that's about. Maybe he can
I'm a
see about
wizard.
getting a foot in the door at some point. But he's just trying to go see what that's like currently.
Here, go
I
ahead.
am gonna tag. I'm gonna tag along so that we're not just wandering off on our own. Like a little bit of a
Alright,
buddy system.
We got this. The A buddies.
Guys, I'll keep an eye on Malik. Malik, you want to get a drink?
Malik's like, absolutely. You and Malik go out to the bar.
Nier jumps out the window.
He catches you.
This is a dangerous
Go ahead,
duo
Philly.
already.
Yeah, this is an evil duo. We've made a nightmarish choice here.
All right. Go ahead and give me like a charisma check or persuasion check as you get there, just trying to smoosh your way into the scientific community.
Okay, they're both +0, so here we go. One! Natural 1, baby!
They are so like you misspeak a little bit, and it is just all bad. You forgot. You were tired. You were so riled up from Malak that you forgot some of the cultural signposts, delicacies inside here, and they are just immediately shunning you, uninterested in you. Put you over in like a room to the side as they're just like, no decorum on this one. Absolutely obnoxious. Those immediately thinks you're a Westerner from Last Star. Can't stand people from Last Star at all. The people here just, I always think they're better than us because they're in their little cities and they have their own. You make no friends today.
Whatever. Fuck these guys. Ash is just like, God damn it, whatever. Okay. Yeah, Ash having an awful day. Anyways.
You'll get him next time.
He'll get him next time. Yeah, he'll Ash kind of sitting there in this like room by themselves, and just Ash kind of sighs and looks at him, and just goes, "Okay, let's go look for that temple. There's nothing."
As the two of you stand, give me con saving throws.
Uh-oh. That's bad. Okay.
12.
17.
You're both pinned to the floor as you feel the weight of gravity crushing you to the floor.
Uh-oh. Well, that's not good. Can't counterspell that. He's gone.
I need to change the music.
Uh-oh. That's concerning. All right, we got this. Okay, lock in. It's you and me, buddy. We got this.
Stepping into the room, you can see the visage of Malak inside here. Nier is happily drinking with an image of Malak right now, but he's so drunk he doesn't really understand that it's not physical. As he walks inside here, he squats down next to the two of you, and he's just like, couldn't just let him be on his own. Now you're involved too. Just wanted the wizard, and I gotta do something with you.
This is much worse.
What was that?
I mean, you don't have to.
No, this is just John Scott speaking. Sorry.
Yeah, I know. I don't have to. Do anyway. As he goes over to Ash, he kicks you right in your ribs, and you can feel a rib crack immediately. Take about 10 points of damage.
He
Bludgeoning.
goes to kick it, and some of the ward will take the damage, but it's
Sure.
Yeah. Youch. Okay, well, are we still able to have a conversation, or is it again just a violence?
I mean, I had plenty of conversations with the ones I liked. They're fine, and I'll choose who I can bring back to. Would you call him my father? That's a gross exaggeration. Or like pompous, arrogant moron.
I don't disagree with that assessment. That's just what your siblings called him. So I'm sorry.
Yes.
Or them. Siblings may not be the right word.
They are what they are, and interesting enough to see one of them stuck on Nier's ring there.
You have any idea how that happened? Because we're still in the dark about that.
Yeah, I do. And I talked
I
to him
suppose you...
a few times this week, actually, while you were sleeping. Good to catch up with him.
I don't suppose you would be willing to share your theories on that.
Nah, I'm good.
Nah, you don't seem like the type.
I suppose you'd be willing to just let us up.
Nah, because you're going to go back, and then I'm going to have to go fight the ones I liked. I don't want to do that.
So do you just want me dead? Do you want me to go somewhere? What do you want?
Want you dead. I also don't want to give that pompous egg exactly what he wants. I don't know what I want. Let's see if you guys can make it interesting. I'm looking for answers. I'm not looking to serve. And, what's the meaning of all this? Why do I wander? Why do you guys out here causing issues?
I mean,
Slaying gods, we should be on like the same team, I guess, as asshole over there, but I don't care what they come or go.
I guess my question for you is, do you like living your life, or do you just want to be a tool? You seem like somebody who wants to live their life.
I've traveled, I've been around, and I ignore at least half. I have a hard and fast rule. I do not obey at least half of his command.
Why don't you just not obey any?
Do get pretty bored. And turns out I'm not the brightest at figuring out and finding interesting people. He's pretty good at it. And let me tell you, Nier is one of the most interesting people I've ever run into.
He is a character, that is to be sure.
Yeah.
So what does Beltron want? Because I don't want to give him much either. So we could be on the same page for that.
You just want to know where you guys are. He's having all sorts of troubles with this whole shatter and shit. He's in a tizzy, and it's honest to God wonderful. I love it.
What do you mean he didn't cause it?
Yeah,
I mean,
this
if he's sending me out doing shit, then I guess not. Unless he's that big a fucking idiot that he did it and he doesn't know how to undo it. I'd love that.
Yeah, I don't think this one is quite his purview. He seems very big on the whole knowing what's going to happen and having his grand plan, and I'm sure this puts a whole bunch of wrenches in whatever shit he's working on.
It's me. But oh no, you guys
mean,
are
well,
super strong. You
you-
beat a god, right?
In a sense, yeah.
In a sense, yes. Nier might have embellished quite a bit of it. He tends to do that.
It wasn't a full-fledged god anymore. It was pretty beat down already and trying to recuperate.
I'm kind of like that. I'm trying to get reforged. That's why I'm out here wandering, trying to figure out who I'm supposed to be.
Well, I guess the big question is, what do you want? That's the question you need to figure out an answer for.
Every day I ask that question. Every day I don't know. That's why I keep trying things. I try different things every day. He's sort of
That's
just wandering around the room now, just navel
That's-
gazing.
So, do you want
I mean,
us to give you an
coming from a very very pious and religious perspective, that may not speak to you, but from my perspective, that's what you should be doing, is trying what you can, and something might speak to you.
Oh, I have something speak to me. It speaks to me every day. And I don't like what it says.
Ah, well,
Instead of...
not so much speak to you in the literal sense.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. I've heard about metaphors.
Yeah, more like when you do it, it feels right to you.
Right? It just doesn't feel right to do what it wants.
Yeah.
That's why Blowhard over there didn't know what to do with me. It was such a big problem. He just kind of let me fuck off. That was nice, but then he tries to get what he can here and there. Sometimes I get some cool shit out of it and some answers.
I mean,
What
what other
answers
questions
are
do
you
you
looking
have?
for?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we've got a pretty good breadth of knowledge between the two of us.
Pulls up a chair as you guys are still getting fucking crushed.
Yeah, that's it. That's why Ash's voice has been kind of like this whole time, because he's like flat on the floor.
Yeah.
He's like, okay, here we go.
He's super casual about it all and just like,
Mhm.
so why do we live?
You live to experience.
But if all experiences end, is it pointless?
I think that's exactly what gives it a point, is that it does have an ending. So you have to make do with what you have. If you lived forever, what need is there to experience? You could do it at any point you want. You don't need to do it.
That is some of the things the voice has said, exactly that. And that's why it's all meaningless. Live forever.
But you don't necessarily live within their timeline, is the thing. Whatever they're telling you, they might have lived forever. You may not
Yeah.
live forever.
Well, they make it seem like it. They give me memories. And I know they're not mine. I know it isn't mine, but it feels real and it feels like I lived a million lives.
Do they have a name,
Yeah, what?
these
who's-
voices?
are
Do
we
they
allowed
call
to know who's
themselves
talking
anything?
to you?
Oh, now you want to go spoil that for us? Do we really want to?
If
I
we
mean,
want
I'm just
to give
asking.
answers.
You have no need to give us our answers.
I
You're
know.
It's
the one
easier for
asking.
us to help if we know what we're helping with.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if that's true. I feel normally when it gets to that point of no return, and things never seem to go well once we cross that. I've experimented with that quite a bit. So
Well, let
Because
me ask you this:
All right.
do they tell you to do things that hurt others?
Sometimes.
And do you like that?
Sometimes.
Do you like it when you feel like they deserve it, or just when they've done something against you or against others?
And they deserve it.
I mean,
Pretty fair.
there's justice where if somebody's deserving of it, there's a sense of. There's a word in another language that I can't recall, but it essentially translates to feeling satisfaction from another's pain. But you have to be careful because if it's applied to an innocent, then it's malicious. But if it's applied in a form of justice, it can feel good. But you have to be careful about those kinds of things because who do you answer to if you're the judge, jury, and executioner? It's a lot of power.
It certainly is. But that's the thing that's so puzzling is just like the whole morality of it. I don't really care. That's all Justice and Corallin's department. I don't like it when some people get destroyed. It doesn't feel good, but it feels like there's a need, burning desire inside me to just.
Is that
Things-
you or is that what they're
Is that one
giving
of the
you?
voices?
The voices.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the voice plenty of times, but I'm kind of one with it. I mean, if I'm not a champion for it, then what am I doing, right? What kind of champion am I?
Well, you don't have to
Sure.
be a champion. You can be you.
I don't think so. I think I was made a champion, and then I was chosen by him, and then now I got to do what he says. That's kind of how that works. You don't get super
sounds
champion
like-
powers, and then you don't do what they say.
I mean, they chose you. You didn't choose it. Seemingly, out of this. If they put the power in you, you have the right to exercise it.
Yeah.
And if they don't like that, then either they leave or they cry about it.
He cries about it plenty.
Eyes John don't have it written down the list we got from Tien, but I don't think it might be Ataka. I don't know. I can't. That might be one of the guys on the list. I don't remember.
I think it was. I think
Yeah.
it was on the list.
Yeah, I think
Just
it's one of Ataka's
Five,
champions was on the
for sure.
list.
Because we know
Um,
Tullius, Ignatius,
Yeah.
Rio, Rag, Fathom's guy.
Yeah,
And then
none of
there
those.
was
That's not
Ataka
right.
guy.
I think there was an Ataka guy. I want to say, were we right? Are we right remembering that?
Probably.
From Tien?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Well, that doesn't mean this guy's Ataka guy. Yeah, I mean, yes, it's nice to have the champion powers, but if that's not what you want to do, don't do it. You're the one who decides how it's used. You're the ones who decide what you do, right?
Well, I've asked some philosophers that very question, and then I wake up and they're dead, which is so unfair. Like, sometimes people that are just around me end up dead, and that's not great. It's something that, even when I try not to do what they say, they don't let me go free. I don't get to not have powers anymore.
They as in the voices?
Voice. What do you
The
think? I'm a
voice.
fucking
My
Madden? Chill
No.
out, dude. Calm down.
No, that's a separate thing. Okay, let's.
Yeah, I'm not. I might be, depressed, but I'm not crazy.
Okay, fair.
Well, I don't know if I can. I don't know if we have much power to stop whatever's happening to you, or
Well,
change.
If you
that stuff,
kill
but-
me, you stop it. That's pretty good. That I can't
Do you-
hurt people.
do you want to be killed?
Not sure. I've never really been pushed that far to know if.
Well,
Never
I feel
done
like
it
if you,
before.
I feel like if you wanted to be killed, you frankly would have done it by now. I think it's pretty clear. you
Oh,
don't
I've
want to.
tried. No, that don't work that way. Unfortunately, I can't.
Oh.
do it to myself.
Oh.
I mean, kind of a, I'm kind of part of a group of specialists that help with that sort of thing. If you want the help.
It might be interesting to explore. I'm always up for trying new things.
Yeah, I mean, it's worth looking into. If you want, looking into some of the Raven Queen's teachings and see if any of that vibes with you. Not trying to push you, but if that's what you're interested in looking into, might not be a bad idea to read. I know there is a temple north of Clovis. Not many people are there anymore, and may be able to find some stuff out there. Avoid hurting anybody that you don't want to hurt by not having anybody there, but
Seems like a really long process. Maybe, you kind of spun it to me in a positive way, so I'll give you that. Maybe we just do like, you go get your group of guys and you meet me out. We'll go in the desert. We'll fight at like sunset, and you do your best to kill me, and we're all, I'll destroy you and I keep wandering, or you kill me and I'm free. That sounds pretty good.
I only have one issue with that plan, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Nier's part of that party. Do you want to destroy Nier?
I don't want to destroy anything that I don't want to destroy, but I always end up destroying things I don't want to destroy. So maybe rip the Band-Aid off, right?
Not necessarily. I mean, wouldn't you want more time to be with them, to experience what you might miss out on?
Felt like I lived in the moment pretty well with him the other day. And currently still am. We're having a good time drinking right now.
Sure. Why not extend that? I mean, do you have forever?
No, so it's just like, I don't know, we can't do this forever, and all this talking in circles. It's just, I don't know.
It's a tricky debate.
I know. I think I just gotta try and beat the shit out of the wizard. That's what I think I got.
No, I don't think we should do that. I don't think we should do that.
I'm pretty
this? How
sure.
about
I mean, I fucking, God, you remind me so much of him. I hate you.
I got an idea.
I can't deny you that. I understand that, and frankly, I feel some of it myself.
I got an idea. What if you give us a few weeks? We can collect our bearings. I know Nier was looking was commissioning something, so I mean, you want to fight us at the top of our game, right? You don't want to take a shortcut.
Yeah.
You want to get a real challenge out of it.
Yeah.
What if you give us the time, collect our bearings, and then we set a meeting point, and you can rag on us. We can do our best to take you down, but let's make one condition: no killing us.
I will try not to kill you. I don't want to, for that matter. So, yeah, I will. We can try and do no killing you guys. I will. Maybe when I'll be able to capture you in a way that could prevent me from accidentally.
Because think of it this way: if we lose, but you don't kill us, that gives us a chance to try again, give you another thrilling fight.
We'll see how thrilling it is the first time, dude. All right, let's calm down. If you're losing, I don't know how thrilling it is. I'm sure I can. I've run into other people, and no one's succeeded before.
Yeah, but we can make we take
try?
this time, we make,
Old
and then
college
we meet up and we set a time, we set a date.
I'm not patient for 3 weeks. I'll give you like a day and a half.
Well, if we're walking into this and we all are trying to be open about what we're walking into, I know you dodged the question earlier, but we all are mostly aware of your whole deal with the purple one. Do we want to be open about what we're walking into, what champion we're fighting, or do you want to keep that one a secret?
What do you want to do? You fucking God, I fucking hate wizards so much. You're so boring. All you want to do is prepare and shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck up.
So you have Bane like him? Did you get that from him?
What was
he won't
that?
answer questions. He won't fucking answer questions. Did you get that from him too?
No. I poured my heart out to Nier. It's just, you're just like him. You're just like him.
You are too, and that's why this is maddening. You won't answer anything.
He just kicks you in the face.
I just spit on him. He
Yeah.
just spits on him.
Yeah.
Okay. How about this? Let's put a pin on this conversation.
Yeah, why ruin the
Take-
surprise? Fucking.
Take a night to drink, be merry, rest up, and we can rehash this out.
Yeah, whatever. As he releases the gravity stuff and kicks and he just like explodes open the doors as he walks out pissed. And you can hear him muttering to himself. It's just like just fucking like him. Just fucking asshole. Fucking better off
This
without
one's the
wizards, I
teenager.
swear to God.
This one's the teenager for sure.
I'm gonna stand up. I'm gonna help Ash up. All right. Maybe for the future, you try not to talk.
Yeah, cool.
You've
Whatever.
got good questions. No, you've got good questions, but you seem to trigger him a lot.
Just
I get it.
calling the fucking kettle black. Whatever. Let's go.
I get it.
Hate Beltron. I hate his children. I'm fucking tired of this. Okay, let's go tell the others we're beating the shit out of a champion.
Yep.
All right, you guys return back to the others, and you can.
Continue. Go ahead.
Nier stumbles in as you guys come in. You're like icing your lip. Nier stumbles in drunk as shit and just collapses. Had a great time. Wonderful night. 10 out of 10 experience. Learned all sorts of more stuff. Yeah.
Doesn't remember any of it.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what I would say? He probably, okay, I'll say he gave you his entire backstory and you remember none of it.
God damn it.
All right. So
Good news,
Slight-
bad news. What do you want?
Yeah. What do you want first, the good or the
What do
bad?
you mean? Why do you come with... Give us the bad news first. You do.
I don't actually know what is the bad news in this instance.
I mean, the bad news is that tomorrow we're gonna probably brawl it out with Malak, who apparently is a champion.
Excuse me?
shocking nobody.
Sorry, that's
You let
We
Ash talk
scheduled
again,
a
didn't you?
fight? I'm trying to
That-
prevent my... I'm trying
bad news.
I'm trying to delay my death, not bring it closer.
Yes,
Well,
yes, okay.
The good news is he's gonna try to not kill us.
Wonderful.
Did he seem very sincere when he said he wasn't going to try and kill
About
us? We
as-
are fighting a
About as
champion.
sincere as he acted any other time.
He seemed sincere in trying. Whether he will be forced to do it by whatever power is sponsoring him is a different story.
That takes the fun out of it.
I'm sorry for ruining your fun, Revenant. But you know, this is fighting a champion.
Yeah, not
There's
to the
no
death.
good. This isn't great. Yeah, this is not a great outcome, no matter what. Even if we walk away from this.
This is probably the better outcome so far from
What?
how it would have turned out.
How would it have turned out?
Well, so
if
long
you
and short of it
enlighten
is,
us?
he sort of ambushed us, Malak, the one I'm referring to, and basically is trying to find the meaning of his life. And, yeah. No, I see the looks. We are equally as confused as you. But long and short of it, he really wanted to kill Ash. Really,
Understandable.
really
I mean-
wanted to. But
Understandable.
he seems to have a very strong soft spot for Nier and maybe some of us others ones, but very
I think
strongly
it's
towards
frankly
Nier.
just near. I think it's frankly just near.
And so he's a little impatient, and so he wants to test whether he can die. Essentially.
Do we know
Well-
who he's the champion of?
Nope.
Nope, he really hated that fucking question. Let me
He,
tell
did,
you.
he didn't. He didn't want to go
He
down that path.
really hated
But
that.
it sounds.
I
Like-
know it.
Oh, really?
Oh.
What is it then?
What is it?
Great.
Excellent. Awesome.
He used the word destroy a lot. That could signify Ozaric or something, but also the multi-champions Ozaric, so I don't know if Beltron would double dip.
So are
Some
we
sort of voice
going
that would
fight
speak to him and tell him to do potentially dangerous things to people that he didn't always feel good about.
Noted. So where did you agree to meet him for this supposed fight?
Well, so I asked him to put a pin on it, so he's gonna find us tomorrow and we'll talk it over some more.
This is the most stressful job in the world.
I tried to convince him to wait till we had.
It's not your fault, and it's not your
supplies.
fault. It's the purple tiefling's fault. It is
It
Beltron's
might be
fault.
Ash's fault.
No, it's not.
Did you
It's
try
not
getting-
Ash's fault.
Did you try recruiting him to your cult there, Ori?
He did. He did.
Listen, he asked about death. I gave
You're
him
not
the
beating the
information.
allegation.
I see both sides here. I have to say, unfortunately, Ori may have had a point, but also, yeah, you're still recruiting. Yeah, some of this may be my fault, but I'll have to. do
So
what
are we
can.
going to fight him? Do we have a choice? at this
I don't
It's-
think we do.
I don't think we do unless we can convince him very strongly about the meaning to his life tomorrow.
Above table, you could fucking run. You could go to the dark desert.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
You could.
That's
There
what I'm
are
asking.
there are other options besides. You're not railroaded at all in this.
We could,
This dude is just doing his thing.
Okay,
we
so
could try and go to the dark desert, but I fear what going there while this guy's tailing us would do.
yes, I feel like he will follow us for his
To be-
fight, and then we have to
to
deal
be
with
honest,
it there.
Will he tell us though? That's. It's
What
up
else
in
does
the
he
air.
have to do right now?
He could get lost in the dark desert. That's not a bad point.
He might just fuck off and find us later. He doesn't seem to really care too much about following the orders
But-
he's been given.
I don't
And yet
think
he
this
wants
is quite
to
about the
fight.
orders at this point. It's about finding out for himself what his life means, and we've dangled that in front of him.
I think we need to do this because if we play along, perhaps we can flip him and turn him against Beltron. He seems very reluctant at best to be working for him. So if we play along and help him find meaning, perhaps he can help us take down Beltron. Which God knows we need somebody like that right now. So I say we do it. We make the best of a bad situation, and we give him what he wants.
We could be walking into a fucking death trap.
You also
We're
No,
always
I
walking
feel like
We've killed a god!
With the assistance of another one very actively.
I'm sorry, we.
Oh, you can fucking shut up over there, okay?
We're always walking into a death trap. It's one death trap or the other death trap. And I don't want to walk into the dark desert with this death trap on our heels, having pissed him off.
how about let's rest. Let's see what mood he's in tomorrow, and go from there.
He might be in a completely different mood tomorrow. I'll be honest.
That's a good
Like,
point.
It's possible.
You gotta
it's
think.
not set in stone. I do think we are gonna need Near very sober to be our
I will
point
just-
person.
Be somewhere else. I'll let you guys have that.
You
I'm
can
not
you
gonna
can
be
sit in the
present.
back of the group
Nope,
and don't
I just won't be present. My existence
You know what?
needs to piss
I
him
have a-
off. I'm not gonna risk that one.
That's fair. That's fair. Hey, Near! And Titus will kick Near and see if he wakes up. Nothing. Not even a stir.
Excellent.
Wonderful. Well, everybody, get some rest. We have a big day tomorrow.
Oh gods.
Who would like to take watch in case Malak shows up?
I will take
while
watch
you're
with you.
sleeping? I didn't say I was taking watch.
Well, we're gonna have to take turns.
with that, we're gonna call it for tonight's session. You guys will prepare for next session.
Good roleplay
What you're gonna
today.
do with
Good roleplay
Malak?
today.
Oh, boy.
That was
Absolutely, yes. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Boy.
Stop recording.